Bam! Welcome to freaking the Talking Giants YouTube draft stream round one. I'm Bobby, Justin, and
Hi.
Danny, the Greasy 3, as the picture shows.
Hi.
We are presented by Manscaped today. We thank you for them. Promo code Giants for 20% off. So maybe you got some time. Maybe shave your balls before the draft starts. Yep. Fellas, how are we doing? Justin, I haven't really talked to you today. I talked to you for a few seconds about our plan for today.
Sure.
How are you feeling?
Oh, boy. Bobby Skinner, Danny King. It's great to see you. Danny King, thank you for joining us. I mean, it's such an honor and a pleasure. It's been a while since we've talked. It's been a while since we chat. Thank you to Manscaped. Thank you to Tom, who's watching the stream and who's going to be helping us out throughout the draft weekend. Bobby, it's exciting. We're going to put our heads down to go to sleep very late this morning, or very early this morning, I should say. And the New York Football Giants are going to be a much better football team than they were when we woke up this morning. No matter what, whether we're confused by adding an edge rusher, whether we're pumped about adding an explosive wide receiver, whether it's another defensive player or anybody in between. So, very exciting day. It's like Christmas. Oh, sorry, sore spot.
Yeah, everyone's been saying that, and it's like it's not like that for me. Did you see the Joe Judge quote?
Mountain Dew. I'm gonna be jacking up on Mountain Dew.
Why am I not surprised he chug his Mountain Dew?
He listens. He knows the shake and bake nickname. He leans into it. It's at this point, it's just basically confirmed that Joe Judge is a listener of Talking Giants. Do you think he's listening to the stream right now?
I would say no.
Why wouldn't he? This is the best way to get draft coverage.
I think he does listen, to be honest. So Joe Judge, take Rashawn Slater if he's there, and Elijah Vera-Tucker is not a reach. Danny, how are you feeling? What's the vibe? By the way, we're all wearing our draft hoodies.
Look at that
uniform. Where's your draft hat, Danny?
Very hot.
That's at home because I didn't trust it to be shipped up here. I said I'm not having this thing shipped up here, only for it to disappear. So no, I mean I'm not nervous. I feel oddly calm because I just don't see a way. Well, there obviously is a way, but I feel like they'll make. I don't see how they can really screw this up. They're in a perfect position. They can either get the playmaker, they can get a corner, they can possibly get a good offensive lineman. I think we're chilling right now. I was so much more nervous last year than I am this year.
What do you feel? Okay, so yesterday became like a Kwity Paye, like dread fest and talking about Kwity Paye. Danny, how do you feel about Kwity Paye?
I mean, he's a solid player, but at 11, I guess I could see that. I mean, I wouldn't. That's like my one pick that I don't want. Honestly, if they're going to take an edge, I think I'd rather take Jalen Phillips. I like Jalen Phillips more than Kwity Paye, but that's just me.
I think most people do, and I think that's when yesterday I was like, I have 7 people ahead of Kwity Paye, but if they're going edge, I want Kwity Paye. I was like, I want Kwity Paye over corner. People are like, oh, you can't reach. I was like, well, actually, I'm not like as big on these corners as other people are, and I like Kwity Paye more than most. So,
we're also kind of like shell shocked from the previous corners that we've taken. And that's where I am. The Giants have literally done exactly what I said for them to do. A further proof that Joe Judge listens to the show.
Joe Judge listens.
Spend 40% of your cap space on cornerbacks and then just never draft a cornerback. We love Darnay Holmes. Never draft an outside cornerback ever again. Just spend 40% of your cap space on them.
Exactly.
I'm pretty confident it's going to be an Alabama wide receiver.
Yes.
That seems like the vibe. All the corner stuff went away today. All the Kwity Paye stuff went away today. Everyone's saying that they've been basically talking with old Nick Saban a lot lately. That it really does seem like it's going to be one of those Alabama wide receivers, which I think everybody would. I don't think you'll find anybody who's mad about that. And I'm Slater of those guys, but I don't think anyone's going to be mad about that.
People are really for Parsons, more than I thought.
That's true. And I learned this on Chris's stream the other day. The Parsons people, and I love them for it, they don't want to hear anything else. It is Parsons or bust.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, I guess it's, when he's the best defender and everyone else is talking offense, you kind of got to really, go through it. So we'll try and answer questions through the chat. Sometimes I get so freaking lost talking that I don't look at the chat, but we'll.
Are we sure the Giants are legally allowed to take a linebacker in the first round? Because they're not doing it ever since Carl Banks. I just think they refuse to at this point. Keep the tradition alive.
Was he the last linebacker the Giants ever took?
In the first round, I believe.
Yeah, obviously.
I believe so. All the old timers come at me.
I am kind of now. Obviously, tonight is exciting. I'm a little more excited for tomorrow because tomorrow is like where I feel like we thrive because like all these random dudes we've looked at, it's like this is my guy. Where tonight it's very like this is everyone has their guy. Where tomorrow and Saturday it's like you got everything.
Someone just asked us if we can give a quick breakdown on Vera-Tucker. Should we do that?
That's David. I don't know how to pronounce his last name terribly, but I know him. I like him. So Elijah Vera-Tucker, USC guard, played tackle this past season. I really think tackle helped him because I think it made him use his hands more, where he didn't really use his hands when he played guard the year before. He had to learn to use his hands. Quick off the ball, will bully your ass off the ball. Can pull like he's a do it all type of guard. And USC's pass pro, like he did good in that. So I know a lot of people. I think a lot of people were just like late to get to him and watching him, including ourselves, to where it's like, oh, we can't take a guard who no one's been talking about, like the vibe that Quentin Nelson was talked about, at the start of the draft process. So I know, like I don't view him as a reach, and you see a lot of people who like do film and mock like really do stuff and doing mock drafts and not just who just like talking about football. And they like Lance Zierlein has mocked Elijah Vera-Tucker to the Giants. Dane Brugler of the Athletic, which I love both those guys because one, you don't need clickbait when you work for NFL.com like Lance Zierlein, and Dane Brugler, they have a pay. It's a paid subscription, so they're not trying to get as many clicks as possible. So I don't view him as a reach. I think a lot of people do. I think people view him as a reach because they love the wide receivers so much. Yeah.
And also, guard. I feel like, interior offensive line, it gets that negative connotation. But, Bobby, it's something that we've said throughout the regular season. We've looked at how Dallas built their teams when Jason Garrett was most successful. Because Jason Garrett's offensive coordinator, those teams were good even when Jason Garrett was frustrating Dallas fans. From a Giants perspective, we always feared the Dallas Cowboys because they had a pretty efficient and good offense. Yeah. And how they built their team is obviously they had talent all around, but they made reaches on the offensive line. They drafted a center the first round. They drafted Zach Martin the first round. So all of these they didn't mess around. They didn't half-ass their offensive line. So that's where kind of like that thought comes from, where I'm with you. When we did our interior offensive line preview, for a couple days there, I was ready to say Vera-Tucker's my guy at 11, because also you have to remember a lot of people like Rashawn Slater. Rashawn Slater has not played guard. We don't know what he looks like at guard. And also he has the good footwork to be tackle. And I would like, just as a football fan, not even a Giants fan, I would like to see Rashawn Slater get a shot at tackle because he's like so good at being tackle, unlike Vera-Tucker, who skill set serves more for guard.
Yeah.
You're just not the flashy name to people. Like, if they take it, they're obviously going to complain. But, like, if you think of Rashawn Slater, Penny Sewell, everyone's like, oh, they're the greatest things. But you could do worse than Tucker. You could take Garrett Flowers in the first round. Like,
yeah. What's going to suck is one day we're going to draft a bust again. We're going to do all this film breakdowns and everything. And it's like, this guy sucks. Hopefully it's not this weekend.
Yeah, hopefully it's not tonight.
You know what? You never really know it's a bust in the moment. Danny, so Eli Wortman said that you should just freak out regardless of the pick, like for marketing. Just be like, this team never. Like, that guy who does the Giants and the Yankees. What's his name? Like, he has some like real like where he's throwing the trap. Like, I can't remember.
I know Frank Fleming is a Mets fan, and he just freaks out.
Yeah, it's not Frank Fleming; it's somebody else.
But Dan should just start shaving his head using the Lawnmower 3.0 Manscaped ad.
Do you think we can have you be a correspondent from the elevator at any point tonight, Danny?
Good question.
That would be a solid option. I mean, maybe like right after I could just like I need to go and talk to the elevator about like his thoughts on the draft.
I have a question.
I have a predicament.
In the chat want us to draft?
Oh, that's a good question.
Let's get the chat rolling. Let's see who you guys want us to draft at 11. Everyone asks what we want to, every stream, who we want to draft 11. Who do you guys want to draft at 11?
Spam it. Let's see it. I have a predicament. While everybody asks about who they want to draft, I have a predicament. I was planning on watching the draft on my computer using Xfinity Stream, but Xfinity Stream is not loading. So I don't know if I'm going to watch the draft. I think I just may sit here.
Dude, please, for the love of God, get cable.
I have cable, but the only cable box I have in my house is in my living room, but my TV is above me. So am I gonna go like this? Am I gonna look above me?
You gotta do what you gotta do. Log on to the ESPN app.
Put it not above you.
I should put my TV. I thought about putting my TV on my bed. I have a predicament. All right, so let's read the chat. Who do people want? What are the names that are popping up the most, Bobby Skinner?
Quiddy Pay.
What?
No, I'm just kidding. It's the usual, Waddle, Smith, Parsons, AVT, Slater. I would like Lawrence Taylor if still available. I agree, alleged legend.
Jordan Ronan's in this chat right now. Probably not the real one.
I wouldn't mind having Joe.
Oh wow, Jordan Ronan. What's going on, man?
Is that really the real Jordan Ronan?
I think it is, to be honest.
Really?
Look at that. Look at me helping the company out for ESPN. There you go.
Happened? Why is the chat? Why is the thing like that? It's usually not like that.
Ooh, different. I kind of like it.
Hold on.
But Justin, yes, ESPN app.
All right, so I'm gonna try it on my. I want to watch it on my computer. There we go.
I think that probably is Jordan Ronan.
I don't know. There's been a bunch of burner accounts, YouTube burner accounts.
Oh, we gotta talk about it. Who got tricked by that fake Chargers tweet? Who was it?
Oh, I want him to work with us.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, I know it wasn't me. I was still asleep.
It was me because freaking PFF tweeted it out.
And you, out of all people, trusting PFF out of the three of us.
It's a really you know what sucks is, Danny, you bought PFF, you bought PFF, and I was very anti PFF. It was actually you and Anthony bought it. Mm-hmm. Their draft guide is really good because they have numbers. Like, I don't really look at their analysis, but they have numbers that nobody else has. So I've been using their draft guide, like even wide receiver targets. Nobody has wide receiver targets.
Yep.
Besides
PFF. Like, that is so helpful.
Oh, it is. I love Sports Reference, but yeah, those target numbers were glorious. And they had Senior Bowl numbers, which was kind of cool as well.
They had Senior Bowl grades. So yeah, Bobby, a fun exercise to do after the draft to see how reliable it was. Compare it with your notes. Like, they have Senior Bowl grades all the way in the beginning. So compare it with your notes. Okay, so I have the draft. The counter that I have right now is 1725, 1724. How far off am I from you guys?
You're about 15 seconds behind me.
Yeah, you're 15 seconds behind. Here, I'll pause mine for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Sergeant Mayhem said Hulu on my computer, which that's also a good idea. Hi, Mr. Brownstone. Justin Penkin runs a 4.32. That is true. I ran a 40-yard dash for Manscaped. It's my pinned tweet if you want to check it out. That's a fun video.
So I do want to ask the chat, and I'll put the link in there. We rarely ask for these, but when we ask for it, we want it to matter.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll ask for it when we put the podcast out tomorrow too. But if you have an iPhone or an Apple product,
I don't have an Apple product.
iPhone, Apple product, could be an iPad,
Mac.
Leave us a 5-star rating review on Apple Podcast. We're trying to get to 1,000. You know what? And I love my guy Ron Swanson. Every time he shows up in the chat, he says Ligma.
No,
and then Mr. Brownstone, talking Giants versus the whole damn world, especially Ka Pizzle.
Why Ka Pizzle? He great friend of the program. Why him?
I think it's some people think he's a bitch. I just
whoa.
Not me. I would never say that about.
Never.
He's a 60-minute man. I would never say that.
I was going to never say.
Let's keep it to the Giants. Can it be an iPod too? Yes, it absolutely can.
Yes.
I think that's what my phone is, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, what's that phone upgrade coming?
Any chance, Aaron? Thank you for the chat, Johnny. Any chance Aaron Rodgers becomes a Giant? He's extremely upset in Green Bay. I don't think he's leaving Green Bay.
I don't think he's either, but I would be lying to you if the thought did not cross my mind.
Of him going to the Giants or just leaving in general?
The Giants.
Everybody's thought about it. It's just not going to happen, you know.
I thought of sending Jones. I was like,
Evan Engram, baby.
I kid you not. I was like, just do Engram, Jones, a first rounder. Find something else.
James Skinner says Aaron Rodgers to the Redskins. First of all, James Skinner, stop saying Redskins. You're not allowed to say Redskins anymore.
Bobby, any relation?
No,
maybe.
I would never be related.
Don't go look at me and Bobby's Washington preview from 2019.
I would never. Shoot, that one's not as bad as the Dolphins one when you look back at it. Mr. Chicken says 60-second men versus the world, boys. Versus the whole damn world. Thank you to my guys.
What a guy.
We got our people in the chat, man. I'm excited. Got like 250 people in here. Someone says, is James going to relate to Bobby Skinner? Why would there's so many Skinners in the world.
Oh, wow. Michael Scott's in the chat. That's crazy.
Michael Scott's a big time listener.
He is. He loves Bleeding Blue, and I love that Michael Scott loves Bleeding Blue.
I hate Bleeding Blue. No, I'm just kidding.
You almost said the Bleeding Blue.
I do hate the Bleeding Blue. You know what sucks is I was going to do this from my personal Periscope. Periscope has suspended me, and honestly, I think it's your fault, Justin.
Why is it my? Well, I mean, you probably went on my stream and you probably went on my Periscope, acted like a fool, and then I didn't report you.
You always report me. I
never do. Smoking Woody's the only one that I ever report.
What does Smoking Woody have to do with me?
We have no idea who that is, by the way.
No.
But that's the only person I have ever reported on Periscope.
Someone asked me, what you drinking, Bobby? I am drinking Great Value water ad. And you know what? So I'm not leaving the stream. Like during the games, I drink so much water. Look at this. I got a cooler full of water bottles.
Oh, wow. There we go.
All I need is a piss jug, and I'm well. Justin, look, Justin's already pissing in the cup.
Got one.
Yeah, Arizona Mucho Mango iced tea.
I might have some beers tomorrow, because we're not recording a podcast after. You know
exactly.
So I might have a couple. Like I might have one like after our second round pick. Yeah, have a couple. You know.
I got the red Doritos and a Sprite Zero, just calling my name right when the Giants are about to pick.
Definitely, yeah. People, I'm pretty upset. I'm pretty upset. Smoking Woody didn't do a mock draft. I mean, well, we still got time. Smoking Woody.
Smoking Woody does what he wants. He could do a mock draft on day 3.
I think last year he waited till like 7:50, to do it.
I'm looking forward to it. Also, we need to talk about it. You people are mock draft fiends. Like my mock draft did stupid good, and it's like you guys.
Danny's best blog by like 20 or not 20. I'm exaggerating, but by a lot.
But it was by a lot. It was like you guys are mock draft fiends.
It's crazy. It's crazy, man. I did 3 this year, and that was one more than I did last year, I think. So next year I'll do 4.
He just did put who he wants the Giants to pick.
Wow.
How about that?
Oh wow! What are the odds of this?
Mr.
Right
Chicken
on air.
says, I missed Danny King on stream. Blue Chew legend. How about that?
Here I am.
Let's talk about that, Danny. What was your mindset when you were getting tweets about Blue Chew for like 2 days?
Like I said, I thought it was like a brand new podcast that started because someone said love from the Blue Chew crew, and I was like, this is a new podcast that started. Mm-hmm. And then someone else said do you approve of it? I'm like, what are we talking about here, people? Mm-hmm. And then I was like, what did they do? And then I went to listen to the podcast, and then I heard the ad Blue Chew, and I was like, oh my! I was like, it's come full circle now.
I should have put Danny's mock draft in the Twitter poll, which we can talk about, because the Jalen Waddle and Devontae Smith people would have ate each other, and then I would have won. Justin won his first poll ever.
There you go, Justin.
Giants member.
It's been a year and a half. I've never won a poll.
He's come around on the people.
Even last year when we were trying to figure out the name for the Giants Stories segment, or whether Giants Stories or Day of the Giants, we literally just put out 2. I put out J, he put out K as the poll, and I won that one. So
it's tough for me.
CG's musing says, my heart says Smith Waddle, my head says Elijah Vera-Tucker, but my gut, I'm pretty sure he's saying gut, or maybe my guy says Kwity Paye. Depends who your guy is. That really is kind of where my gut doesn't say Kwity Paye, but that really is where it's like my heart wants Smith or Waddle, but my head says Slater and Vera-Tucker. You know, I'm just a reasonable human being.
Ron Swanson says Justin's was far more sexy. Odds are he's referring to my.
You pandered.
Odds are he's referring to my mock draft, but that's not the first time I've heard that saying in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Blue Chew.
It was the Devontae Smith picture that probably got people to click like Devontae.
Chris Mickle said Smoking Woody wants cigarettes. Should have known. Let me pull up his Twitter. Let me see.
I need to see.
Follow at Smoking Woody on Twitter. He says,
"Go follow him."
Oh look, he says.
Okay. Oh, apparently Mark Schlereth is now a reporter. By the way.
He
I'm
said,
drafting cigarettes if I'm Dave Gettleman.
Smoking
Sure.
Woody's got the pick in. How about that? That's interesting. Everyone go follow Smoking Woody.
The draft starts in 10 minutes.
Unless you're trying to quit smoking, and then
Don't follow him.
Smoking Woody is a very bad influence. But every time we tell him to quit smoking, he gets very mad at us. Does Bobby Skinner's have relations to a Skinner family from Minnesota? No, but I spent 2 years in Minnesota. I don't think Trevor Plouffe found that joke funny that I did on the Homer draft earlier.
Trevor Plouffe doesn't find a lot of things that you do funny.
He didn't reply. He just didn't not even a like or nothing.
Cold.
I would like you guys to fight.
We should. That should be a John Boy Media event. Bobby fights Trevor Plouffe.
Ooh, that's solid.
I need something to get some freaking attention.
Office vlog.
I thought I did well on Wake and Jake. How about that?
I did watch Wake and Jake, and you did very well. Unlike Chris Rose, whose audio was very bad. Your audio was fantastic.
He said, Chris Farley. What's the corner's name? Caleb Farley. He said he's a loser, which is just not nice.
Wow. Yeah, that's not nice.
Supplement, man, he needs to come on Supplement Radio. He can just talk all the stuff he wants on there.
Can we talk about this for a few minutes? Because this is something
how into this draft I am.
Yes.
And my friends really have nothing to do with this Talking Giant stuff. And I like it that way. I would rather don't pay attention. Sure. And they text me, what time is draft? These are my friends.
What time is draft?
What time is draft?
Can we talk about this for a few minutes before the NFL draft? Because this is something that I thought about today. And it's something that we were talking.
Is that Tom commenting from Talking Giants?
That could be Tom commenting from Talking Giants.
If it's not, we got ourselves an intruder. I'm assuming that's Tom.
Yeah, I was so confused. I was like, why is Talking Giants commenting on Talking Giants stream? I
thought you commented that, and you were just being a part of the conversation. I actually like Tom leaving a comment from the Talking Giants page. I think that's pretty cool. So I have a topic I want to bring up. 7 minutes before the draft, 8 minutes before the draft. This is a conversation we were talking about during free agency, and it's died down. Now, remember how the Giants, restructured Levine Toilolo when they could have easily cut him, and they restructured him to the veteran minimum. So odds are he's not being cut. And then we went out and we signed Kyle Rudolph for a couple, decent chunk of change, $10 million, something like that for 1 year. So,
sorry, go ahead. I'm going to let you talk because we have to talk about something when you're done.
Are we is Evan, are we having in our brain that Evan Engram might be traded this draft weekend? Is that something that's on our brain? Because it was on our brain during free agency.
I
don't think it would be. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not expecting it, but I surely wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah,
we're not talking about it.
No, I feel like if anything, they're just waiting until
next trade deadline. About it.
They clearly want to give him every opportunity to succeed, and this is obviously his last opportunity to succeed. And if he sucks this year, just put him on the trade block. Someone wants him. It's clear as day. The Packers wanted him. I feel like every team in the NFL at this point has had interest in him. Someone will want him.
The Jaguars may want him because
our best friend Mark Schlereth.
Oh, that's what I talked about. I said Mark Schlereth's now a reporter now.
Yeah, you just said it. You didn't say what he was reporting, Dan.
Well, because I feel like if we said it here, someone would be like, "Oh, who cares what Mark Schlereth says?"
But he wouldn't make that up. That's he works in Denver for on radio.
Does oh yeah,
he's saying that hit Aaron Rodgers to the Broncos is almost as good as a done deal.
Oh my God, Pat Shurmur,
freaking Shurmur.
I know.
Aaron Rodgers, I would.
Can you imagine they traded for Teddy Bridgewater yesterday and then Aaron Rodgers comes available? It's wow, we wasted that 6th-round pick.
Yeah.
It's not the worst thing in the world when you end up with Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, you lose a 6th-round pick. Blah, blah, but hey, maybe you get Aaron Rodgers the next day. Could do worse.
I quote tweeted my poor Pat Shurmur tweet with maybe not. That's crazy. Man, that ruins my talking point of Pat Shurmur's best QB ever gained the call plays for is Daniel Jones. Or maybe not. Or maybe Daniel Jones just kills it. Wow.
I just don't see Aaron in a
core, man. They've got a receiving core. Garrett Bull was a good left tackle for them this year. So what did they do with pick 9? Do you think they trade out of it?
At that point, yeah, maybe start recouping some stuff because I feel like Aaron Rodgers ain't coming cheap.
Well, wouldn't you trade pick 9?
No, the 9th is going with Aaron. I forget.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry, excuse me. What do the Packers do with pick 9?
What do they need?
You draft Jordan Love's replacement now.
I mean,
wide receiver. Oh, you go wide receiver.
Yeah.
They have Jerry Jeudy. They have Cortland Sutton. They have.
No, we're talking about the Packers.
No, we're talking about the Packers.
My brain.
Oh my God! Take a breath.
Because why should they assist their Aaron Rodgers, their franchise quarterback? Let's give Jordan Love all the weapons he needs to succeed.
Yeah, because literally one of their problems is that their number 2 wide receiver would drop like a Marquez Valdez-Scantling would drop like a big pass every single week. It was like it was like a problem.
Jalen Waddle would look good in a Packers uniform.
He would look gross, yellow, green.
I think it would look good.
I think Devonta Smith's skinny ass would look better in there.
Justin, I appreciate you calling him skinny because that's insinuated that I'm skinny. So thank you,
dude.
What does that make me?
Topher, I didn't text you back.
Topher,
he said, "What's up, fellas? Let's go." He's at the license plate guy tailgate part. Draft party. I'm very jealous. It looks like a great time. I am very jealous that we're not there.
Snacks is there.
And if you didn't go, you made a bad decision. Like, I'm glad that you guys are here listening to us. But if you had the ability to go and didn't go, you did make a bad decision.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
And he's commenting from the Facebook, which is like, we don't have any Facebook people. So that's nice.
That's awesome.
So Mark Schlereth is reporting it. I mean, we can't really react to it until it happens, but it'll happen before our pick. That's for sure.
That is true.
There's a lot of people there.
You know what's something that annoys me is when people say, "I wish we could have kept Shermer as an OC."
Yeah, because he would love.
Why are you even saying that? Because he can't.
You low key wish that we could have kept him as a head coach. You low key.
I don't. I thought firing him without firing Gettleman. I thought he was a scapegoat for Dave Gettleman, essentially. But obviously, I'm glad Joe Judge is here now.
Yes, we love.
I wish they would have just kept. They would have hired a Pat Shermer-like offensive coordinator.
Wait, Justin, did you want Shermer gone?
Yes. Not a good coach. I mean, that's ultimately what you're hiring.
We are, because we're doing this.
Michael Scott.
Imagine our guy, the football grump. He made me laugh today. Pretty good. I'll just play the clip. So they're talking about Micah Parsons.
Mm-hmm.
And just sometimes it's not the funniest thing in the world, but it just got a good laugh out of me.
Being a top 2-3 pick down to 8 because he was smoking weed.
Talking about Warren Sapp.
He also is a piece of shit, but he managed to stay good while he was a player.
Like, they're just talking about, I don't know why that made me.
Being a top 2-3 pick down to 8 because he was smoking weed.
And he also is a piece of shit, but he managed to stay good while he was a player.
Just the way he said that, so matter of fact, I don't know why that just.
He had that saved up.
He's like, guys. And for the record, Warren Sapp is a piece of shit, but he's a good player. Which was like which is a really good point when you're talking about Micah Parsons.
Yeah. Not to call Micah Parsons a piece of shit.
Gonna have to fight whoever spoils the pick in the chat tonight.
I'm not looking at it.
Yeah, don't do that.
If you're looking in the chat, yeah, what are you doing?
I'm not looking at it. All of you react to it. We'll get there.
I like that. I like the rule that they institute that like no reporters can tweet out the picks, or like they get like some sort of like punishment or whatever. Or at least none of the big people do anymore. Like Schefter,
Duggan's gonna do it.
He didn't do it last year. I thought he did it for the second round.
What was that?
quick little Pepto-Bismol appearance right there.
That one's just always there. Do you guys want to do Simple Man Radio in the morning?
No.
Justin, can you do it?
No, I'm not taking off of work. I'm going into work.
I hate you so much.
It's the seniors' last day. It's seniors' last day. They're graduating soon. It's their last day in class. I can't miss it.
That must be nice.
Yeah, Danny. Dude, how was your last day in class?
March 13th. What a time that was. Like, we'll be back in 2 weeks.
Like extended spring break.
Extended spring break, and like, wait, now I'm in college. Wait.
Brian Porras is in the chat, who's been a very early supporter. He became a Giants fan with Daniel Jones because he's a Duke guy.
Yep.
And he said Giants pick Chris Rumph. I'm hoping, I love Chris Rumph, so I'm hoping the Giants do end up picking Chris Rumph at some point. But I'm hoping we get them because that's insurance for Brian. Like just in case Daniel Jones doesn't work out, I still want Brian as part of our fan base. So, but
man, that's true.
I still want that.
Talk like this the entire time.
Yeah, I mean, viewership may go up.
Oh, your place, Danny. So yeah.
Oh, Manscaped logo went away.
Oh no!
Let me
Bring it back. Yeah.
There's that.
Who is this band performing right now? Who is this band?
I don't know. I have the volume down. Now I got Cleveland Native narrated by Kid Cudi.
Oh, I am buffering.
Have you ever been a Kid Cudi guy?
Who? Excuse
Have
me?
you guys ever been Kid Cudi fans?
Never knew her.
I was a big fan back in the day. How much does the chat have to send for Justin to skip work?
I'm a man of good integrity, and I am not motivated by money.
That's a scumbag.
With that said, $300.
People will do. Somebody will do it. Yeah,
That would
that's
be
what we should
terrible.
start doing. We should like Simple Man Radio is like you have to pay us $20 an episode, like to do Simple Man Radio.
I don't see any problems with that.
Just be total sellouts. Because you know that our diehard listeners who listen to Simple Man Radio, they'd probably get together and they're like, hey, we'll throw in $2, $4 each a week. They'll do Simple Man Radio.
Bobby, how's your stock? We're all right. We got to get back into the draft. But how's your stock market looking?
Oh boy, no, we're gonna lose. We're gonna lose it. So what's funny is I took your guys' advice and then I ran them like, you know what? This joke is over. The whole segment on Simple Man Radio is over. So I just sold it all and then put it all in Dogecoin, and that was the day that Doge spiked. So I'm, my total investment, like from what I've put in, I'm up like 200 something percent. I've bought some more, but so how about that?
All
I don't know anything about Doge. I just know it's going up. That's all I know.
Doge.
Go to the moon, as the kids say.
Can we talk about quarterbacks? I feel like because that's going to be a thing they're going to be picked first. I have a take on Zach Wilson, and I want everybody to listen. I think Zach Wilson is too pretty of a man to be a successful quarterback in the NFL. Thoughts?
That is fair logic. I mean, like, I don't hate the logic on that.
He's always tan,
Chisel
white
jaw.
teeth. Already sponsored by Chipotle, but Justin Fields is sponsored by Chipotle too. But Zach Wilson was sponsored first by Chipotle. I think he's too pretty of a man to be successful, especially when you're going to the Jets. And the Jets are a way more like gritty team than like the Giants are. And I say gritty because typically people have to, they go down, they get their hands dirty because they're shit. So there you go. Zach Wilson will not be a good NFL quarterback because he's too attractive.
I think Jets will be called the winner of the draft because they have so many picks and they're getting their QB in Zach Wilson.
Yeah, I could see that. How crazy would it be if just Urban Meyer just says, no, I don't want Trevor Lawrence. Just give me my Ohio State roots. Takes Justin Field.
How crazy was this Tim Tebow random update today?
I didn't even see it because I went and got away for 2 hours and didn't really look at my phone a ton.
It's gonna be a tight end, like what?
And then I saw the Aaron Rodgers stuff, and then I was like, "Oh wow, look, Tebow is trying to come back too."
Oh, there's Zach Wilson.
So the draft gets interesting at pick 3 because Lord knows what the 49ers are doing.
They're picking Mac Jones. Like I feel like that's a guarantee at this point.
I think it's Trey Lance.
Yeah, I think it's Lance.
Do you guys want to bet on this somehow?
No. We'll have you invest in Dogecoin more.
Yeah, we could bet. We could bet Doge. Dog.
Cryptocurrency.
I think you're supposed to call it dog, but everyone's just been calling it Doge and Dodge. But because it is like a dog face.
I feel like watching a Jake Paul fight with all these concerts.
Oh, 3 QBs in a row for the first time since 99. 99 was that? No, that was.
Was that Peyton's year? No, Peyton was 98. I think
Peyton was 98.
Yeah.
Was that Tim Couch?
Dude, the draft's so much better this year. Just having the fans back and like the actual excitement behind it.
Yeah.
Last year
It
was
really
so
does.
bland.
The crowd makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
Like I loved being at Rogers' house last year, but I need the fans back, please.
Rogers' house. Red Yeti agrees with me.
Oh wow, it's actually started. That's crazy. Like I haven't even thought about that.
We're here.
It started.
These fans better boo the crap out of Roger.
I wanted to ask license plate guy.
The stream every once in a while, guys.
I wanted to ask a license plate guy when we interviewed him on Bleeding Blue because he went to the draft party. Not draft party. He went to the draft every year. I wanted to ask him, was he one of the guys that would yell the F-bomb in between Roger Goodell saying like the pick with the first pick in the 2021 NFL draft? Fuck! The Jacksonville Jaguars select.
I don't think he'd be that guy.
Yeah, he's probably too busy stressing about what the Giants are gonna do.
I shouldn't be reading tweets.
Don't read tweets.
I think the only person got worried about tweeting out the pick is Duggan, because ESPN's not going to do it.
Duggan asked everybody today. He's like, "Do you want me to leak it or not?" And I don't know what the results of that poll were.
People are going to get pissed off at him, so he should just know that doesn't matter what that freaking poll says. But if he doesn't care about that, and like people like it will help him gain followers.
Oh my god! I just saw his tweet. The Giants freaking play the Broncos this year. If Pat Shermer comes into town, or we go to Denver, and he just pulls in with Aaron Rodgers, I'm just gonna have the biggest smile across the face of that man.
Do we think the Broncos would be a Super Bowl contender?
Yes, 100%. I think. I mean, it depends on coaching, but they've always had a very good roster.
Timothy Hunt says, "Have any of you guys been to the Super Bowl?" Yes, Danny King actually was at the last Super Bowl in Miami.
Yeah, they never knew that.
My Johnny.
Someone said, "When are they going to stop putting Booger on TV?" You know, it's not a great cast. Like Louis Riddick is just kind of boring. I like Kuiper. You know, he's a mainstay. Boomer's gone. They have Green. Is Greenberg is doing it right?
Yeah,
Yes.
he replaced Wingo.
I like Greeny.
Why doesn't Wingo do it?
He's no longer with ESPN.
Oh,
Honestly, Booger's better in this role than he was play-by-play or no color commentator.
Boomer, Gruden, Kuiper, and then you could just put anyone else as the fourth guy was always electric. Zach Holton says, Danny King, the destroyer.
Of mailrooms.
What a time to be alive. Who would have thought the mailroom gets a shout out in an ad?
Yeah. Let's see. Let's answer. Jets fans are in a constant state of anger. What transpires in the next hour will not matter.
No, they're going to be pumped. They're going to be pumped with Zach Wilson. They're going to be pumped.
And they should be.
Yeah. No, they definitely should be, because the trend in like the NFL, and this is why like Mac Jones versus Field versus Lance and everybody is such an interesting discussion, because the trend in the NFL is you're betting on the athletic kind of like profiles and the arm talent, or not necessarily arm strength, but arm talent more than you're like investing in the brain. You look at, Mahomes, just an athletic, just insane athletic, insane arm talent. Lamar Jackson is insane athleticism. Josh Allen had the arm talent plus, he could, I don't want to say arm talent, he had the arm strength plus he can run around all over the place. So, teams are investing more or less into that rather than the brain, which is a tough look for the Giants because I think they invested into the brain. But we like Daniel Jones.
They just make the freaking pick.
I'm
Has
schwitzing.
Wilson had sexual relations, Tom Thies says. You're not allowed to at BYU, but I bet you he has.
That man's asking the real question.
It's true. You're not allowed to, or at least not on campus. Remember the BYU basketball player got suspended for having a girl in his dorm, or was it?
No, yeah, I'm just finding. That's like the first question we're asking about Zach Wilson.
I mean, we know Danny
honestly,
has the Blue Chew ad.
We need that. We need a reporter. Can that? Oh no, that guy doesn't work for the Daily News anymore. He would ask the question. I would feel.
Manish.
Yeah. We got
Manish.
Parsons. You know what? I'm gonna pick. I have my draft guide.
Yes.
138 prospects.
Sure. You're gonna pick somebody random.
Somebody give me a random player. That's not supposed to go in like the top 20. Give me a random player, and I will pull out his thing.
Danny, you go for it.
No, I'm talking about the chat, not you guys.
Oh, screw us.
Yeah. Let's make our own players. Let's make our own draft guides because we got those right next to us.
Daniel Jones is the fastest quarterback in the NFL. Fact. Team
oh,
that's that one.
Schedule release May 12th.
Landon Dickerson. That's a good one. That's a good one because it is, more relevant.
He
Okay, I
could
get
go
the
tonight.
I get the NFL hasn't been able to have fans in a year, but can we get to the actual draft? I don't need the concerts anymore. It was great.
Senior starting center, Remington Award winner, first team All-American, 6'6", 325 pounds. Very real injury issues. Starter at guard and center. Even played some tackle at FSU. Offensive tackle frame. Dude is strong in all capital letters in the run game. Understanding of angles is elite. Good hands to keep guys out of his chest.
Yes.
Might struggle with faster-handed NFL defensive tackles. Loves to find work in pass pro. Lights dudes up. Strength at the point of attack is very good. First-round talent. But the injuries.
Landon Dickerson.
You know.
That's who that was.
Landon Dickerson is a top, he's a first-round pick if he doesn't have injury issues.
Yeah.
And Joseph Clark says, I want a sexy pick at 11. Joseph Clark, who has been a long-time supporter, has been very clear. He's like, I understand the idea of emphasizing the O-line, but he's just like, I want myself a wide receiver. Like,
I agree.
I get that.
Give me Ben Cleveland in round 3, I believe. Yes, round 3. Give me Ben.
No, because here, and I'm gonna talk about this like a million times throughout the night. If the Giants if the Giants take Devonta Smith or Jalen Waddle, this is what I'm gonna say. The theory, this is my theory. The theory is that if the Giants add a wide, and this doesn't even have to be like a wide receiver in round 1. It could be a De'Ami Brown, who really stretches the field and has like a average depth of target that's like tops the nation, right? Could be a Nico Collins who could possibly be like a round 3 target who's like a contested catch jump ball king, right? If you add a wide receiver in this draft, the theory is that even if you don't walk away from this draft with like the top interior offensive lineman or an interior offensive lineman that you feel like can start from you day one, if you add a wide receiver, it alleviates the pressure off the offensive line because then Jason Garrett and this Giants offense, they have to call more deep vertical concepts, so teams will not be blitzing the Giants offense as much. That is the theory, because Daniel Jones was one of the highest blitz quarterbacks in the National Football League in 2020. So if teams are blitzing us less, it will inevitably improve the offensive line. Like that is the working theory that I have, and I could be wrong. Why it didn't work with Ben McAdoo, for example, do you have really elite wide receiver talent, but a really bad offensive line? Why that didn't work is because Eli Manning, he was getting rid of the ball in like 2.4 seconds, 2.5 seconds.
Because of Ben McAdoo.
Because of, yeah, yes.
You notice how Jarvis Landry's in the Cleveland group, not Odell? Just saying. He's traded. That's what it means.
Someone said wants a review of Ivana Teabag.
What are we doing here, people?
And Hugh Janus.
We descended into chaos as soon as the draft starts.
Oh, I'm getting stock advice. Bobby, trust me, sell everything right now and buy Endeavor, holding they own the UFC and just today $25 a share. I'm not a $25 share guy. Just it is what it is. Let's see.
Let's see.
Joe Tryon, if someone asked about Edge, if Joe Tryon is there at 42, the Giants have to make that pick. They have to make that pick.
According to some place called 9 News, I believe that's in Denver. Apparently, they are not in conversations with Green Bay.
I really would be funny if Mark Schlereth was the one who got it wrong.
This guy named Mike Killis, he covers the Broncos for 9 News. He says they're not in talks with Green Bay. So, goddamn it, Mark Schlereth. He had one job.
Oh, this whole chair thing from Goodell is kind of corny, but it is what it is.
It was funny. That second round pick of him last year, you could just tell he was so done with this. He was like, "Let me have my basement again, please."
Roger Goodell is short.
Well, he's next to like Joe Thomas.
Oh, that'll do it.
Where the heck are we? What's going on right here?
That'll do it.
Oh, they just called up some random fan to put in the chair.
Someone says 9 News is in fact in Denver, but there's also 9 News in Orlando, WFTV Orlando.
A man in Orlando's covering the Broncos.
Wait, this chair thing is corny.
If the Jays didn't go Trevor, I would be amazed who, Nicholas.
This chair thing is kind of corny.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, they kind of are.
Draft. We don't need a pump-up speech. You could have done this all before the draft, Joe Thomas, you cornball.
What?
Start the draft.
Like you're supposed to do this later in the draft. Have like Joe Thomas come out and announce the pick, and then you got like this dude's gonna come out. No, I can't count on the Browns anymore. The Ravens.
Well, that's tough.
Right.
There's somebody in an Aaron Rodgers pick, Aaron Rodgers jersey right in the front row.
Yes, of course. This woman was not totally handpicked prior to the draft to sit in Roger Goodell's chair. Of course, not handpicked prior.
License plate could have gotten to do that if he didn't do his party.
No, I don't think the NFL didn't they like shut down like his watch party he wanted to do for the something last year.
Because, Tom Five says, "Hey, you cheapskates in the chat, send these guys money." No,
don't do that.
Don't. But if you do, it won't be mad.
But we'll thank you if you do. Thank you, Tom, for sending the $2.
Yes, thank you, Tom.
Oh, right, she's owning that chair.
Someone said Roger Goodell is 6'6". I'm going to Google Roger Goodell.
Yeah, he is 6'6". I am 5'1". All right, here comes the long, agonizing 9-minute wait for the Jaguars to make the most predictable pick.
He's 5'11". You liar! You liar! You lied to me. I almost fell for that. I did fall for that.
Grizzly Adams had a beard. Grizzly Adams did have a beard.
Time to whip out.
They have their own little draft party. That's cool. You know, Ruben's on like the Giants live stream somehow. Like, I don't know exactly what he's doing, but he's on it.
Did he? Has he? Do we know if he won that Univision Telemundo thing?
Well, he won the round that we had people vote in. I kind of felt bad because we had like all our listeners like voted no for the other guy. And so, like I felt bad for that guy. He's probably a nice guy, and he clicks on it, and it's like 90% no. So I did feel bad about that. So he won that, but now he's in the final 3, and it's just picked like it's not like a fan vote or anything. They just decide.
Dude, I am so jealous of Trevor Lawrence's hair, man. I'm so jealous. Back to, dude, come on, that is flowing.
No.
How jealous are you?
Extremely jealous.
That's quite a look. That's quite a look.
Better hair than Trevor Lawrence.
Justin, let the hair flow.
What do you think like he did for his hair today? You know?
I went for like 9 hours.
He was flipping it right now. I'm really behind. I must be really behind.
Last year you were ahead of me.
Obviously, I'm not. What? So what pick do you guys need to start being? 11. 11. Because we're talking Giants.
Yeah. I kind of wish Snacks was here, but oh well. A little bum.
He's such a jerk. I can't say. And then Saturday he's like, I'm throwing a Kentucky Derby party. I can't be on for a long time.
What a loser! What a scumbag loser! Should knock him out.
I really can't. You know what? Odds are people would click on this stream. They would see him. Is this that asshole from Bleeding Blue who just hates Tiki Barber and just yells all the time? And they would click off.
He said he's not a 60-minute. He's not a 60-minute man.
No, Snacks is a 60-minute man because he can just rage and just be a raging lunatic for 60 minutes straight, and that's exactly what the 60-minute man does. So,
I would have loved to be in the room when Snacks when he was watching WrestleMania. I would just love to be in that room.
Oh no, not even WrestleMania. When he's watching the Giants or when he's watching the Knicks.
While you guys wait for Trevor Lawrence to be the pick, leave us a 5-star rating and review on the Apple Podcast app. It really does make a huge difference. We rarely ask, but we are asking a lot. We're going to ask you a lot this weekend because we want to get to 1,000. Right? Where are we at? Are we at 700 or 600?
No, we are at 627, and I know we are at 627, even though it says 626 because somebody left a 5-star rating today that I know.
Oh, very nice. That's cool.
Wait. So Jenny, you guys might have said it, and I don't remember. Who is the one pick that you guys would be kind of like, why? Like in the moment now, why? Obviously, I'm not saying he'll suck. I'm just saying in the moment. Barrymore.
That's the only one that's like I could say a QB or running back, but that's not realistic.
Darisaw. Imagine they go Bateman.
Yeah, that would be tough. That would be tough.
Bateman.
That would really suck.
Here's the thing. I would be there's a difference between being upset and disappointed, and your parents tell you that all the time, right? Your parents growing up. I'm not angry. I'm disappointed. I would be disappointed with an edge rusher, and I think that's a totally fine reaction. If the two Alabama or if one of the Alabama wide receivers is on the board, which I think there's a chance that they could not be on the board.
The chat is getting real dirty right now.
Chat's getting real dirty.
I'm going to say that most recent comment.
Uh-oh.
Danny does. because of Blue Chew. All right.
Can we review every episode, or is it one review per person? So it's like you don't have to review an episode. It's you just go to like the bottom of our page on the Apple Podcast app. It has to be an Apple device, Apple Podcast app, and you can write a review, or you can just leave a 5-star rating. We would appreciate if you write a review.
Yep, appreciate it. So we honestly could get to 1,000 by the time this year's draft process is over.
Hey, never know.
You guys should
Bobby, your friendly neighborhood Big Baby David brought up a good point. You should pin that thing that has the podcast review thing.
I don't know how to do that.
Oh boy. Tom, how do you do it?
Tom
Tom
can do it. Tom can do it. Tom,
who you are, Tom?
Tom is like our ghost right now. Like he's here. He's watching. You're not going to see him. Maybe we'll have him on day 3 when we're having guests on.
I would like he's a Giants fan.
It says 3 dots on the side. Yeah, but we're on StreamYard, Big Baby.
Oh, we did it. It's already pinned.
Sorry. I just put somebody in timeout in the comment. Oh, it was Tom Thigh. Dang, I just put Tom Thigh in a 5.
No.
That's screwed up. Damn.
How dare you?
It was an accident, Tom. So just wait 5 minutes. Don't leave.
Unbelievable. Go on your YouTube burner account. Curse Bobby out.
Oh, look. They were just posted. They had Louis Riddick talking about Dwayne Haskins.
Oh,
Did
Justin,
he not?
what's the drink of choice? Choice.
Drink of choice is Arizona. Like Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson.
I can't believe I did that to Tom.
Arizona Mucho Mango iced tea. I am so hot right now.
Oh, other Tom is probably confused because I'm like, I blocked Tom, but it's like we have Tom that's doing our behind the scenes stuff, and then Tom Thigh, who I accidentally blocked for 5 minutes. Producer Tom. See, Producer Tom, that's kind of a boring name. No offense, Big Baby David, but Big Baby David is his own nickname. Let's figure out a nickname for Tom.
It's a good question.
His last name is Wiseman, I believe, right? Right?
No, I think that's a Patreon member. Tom could be a Patreon member.
Tom Prizeman, not Wiseman. How about
Tom
that?
I think we have a Wiseman who is a Patreon member. I think that's where you're getting confused.
He actually
was that the Jags GM? I didn't even know who that was.
Puka Williams at 11 is a steal.
Stop it. Tom Prizeman.
How is Susie Colbert not hosting the draft? I don't know why we keep talking about who's hosting the draft. Can they just put in the frickin' pick? We know who it is.
They don't even have like the pick is in. They just have
no.
See, they're showing the Jaguars like war room. All right, I know we're trying to be funny, but let's chill it out with the comments, Jay Frere. Maybe I shouldn't try and put it up while I'm doing it. But anyways, Benjamin Scolger says, Bobby, what is your favorite John Boy Media show that's not Talking Giants, and why is it Wake and Jake? Simple Man Radio, is that an answer?
A non-Bobby Skinner hosted show. Bleeding Blue. That could be one.
It would be Wake and Jake.
Wow.
I'm trying to think. I'll say Talking Yanks. It's the one I would listen to the most. So I'll say Talking Yanks.
Okay. Then. We're chilling.
I'm a big fan of last
playing baseball. Is no.
I'm a big fan of John Boy and Jake Radio. I love John Boy and Jake Radio. Watching Baggage was like it. That was it. Like they had something huge going with that, and then we thought that we were like going to get like shut down for a hot second. I called Big Baby David like panicking.
So Justin that day.
Oh, stop! I thought like my future career was over. I'm like I'm gonna be working at a school for the rest of my life, and
that was dramatic. Even if they did shut us down, I had Big Baby David prank Justin by texting him and saying like, "Oh, it's changed. It looks like we're all going to be shut down." And then I was like, "Dude, I just got a bad text from Big Baby David."
You literally said you're gonna have to Go back to cleaning pool.
Yeah, I got real dramatic. I was like, yeah, I might. That was so funny.
All right, pick us in.
I'll mute myself so you guys can feel the suspense.
Not for this. Oh,
No.
you're ahead of us.
Who cares?
Ahead of you.
Can you pause, or are you on your computer?
I don't think I can pause. Maybe.
I don't care. It's fine.
I don't. Yeah,
We know this one.
For this one, you're fine.
That woman been in the chair the whole time. I'm sorry.
Can you imagine if it wasn't though?
If it wasn't Trevor Lawrence,
Yeah.
I think the internet would crash.
Trevor Lawrence. Okay.
All right, so I could hear it through your TV, so I don't need to like watch it on my end.
Can you really hear it that loud from the TV?
I heard it faintly, like when we were all quiet.
Oh, yeah, I was
Wow.
silent. That makes
What a
sense.
shock! What a shock!
Good
All
for,
right, can we just-
good for
What
T-Law.
a feeling that has to be. Like the whole world is just watching you get picked like that.
What a feeling it has to be to just know that you were going number one this entire time.
Yeah.
To get away with having those. Can we talk about those quotes? The insanity of like, I'm not necessarily driven by a Super Bowl. Can you imagine if Zach Wilson said that and he's about to go to the Jets?
I think what he was just saying is there's bigger things in life than football. Like I didn't think that as like I think what people say about his work ethic shows differently than that.
No, I agree, but it's just the media talking points of especially like New York radio, maybe not even ESPN, but like New York talk radio, like that already was like a conversation on New York talk radio, and he was going to Jacksonville. Imagine if he was going to New York.
Yeah. Is the clock 7 minutes this year instead of 10?
No, the Jets already started. They just didn't put it up yet till after the Jaguars pick was made official.
Okay.
I just thought the Jets made a trade with the Panthers for a second. I was like, excuse me? But
I want to get Tevin Jenkins with their other first round pick. Could you imagine Tevin Jenkins and Mekhi Becton together?
Yeah.
They would just be bullying people.
All right, so
There's
clearly-
if Vera-Tucker falls, Vera-Tucker and Mekhi Becton can play together.
Is that Zach Wilson's girlfriend or mom?
Good question.
I'm not going to make an assumption. I'm assuming mom.
Yeah, she looks a little older than girlfriend age for him. But you know what?
I met Daniel Jones's mom. She intimidated the shit out of me. She came up and talked to me. I was sitting at a table in the Giants family tent in the preseason of 2019. And that's I think that's a mom. Yeah, that's not that's not a girlfriend, Danny.
Hey, I don't know.
And Daniel Jones's mother, intimidating woman, tall woman. I mean, I think the tallness runs in the genes. And I'm like, who are you? Are you his agent? Are you his mother? I had no clue, and I think it was his mother.
Tom Thigh. I'm back from timeout. Flex. Buddy Brown says if that's his girl, he met her on CougarLife.com.
I can confirm that that is not his girlfriend. Page 6 has all the details. If you care
How about that? So funny story about CougarLife.com. Someone said trophy stepmom. That's not right. But anyways, and I think he might even be in the chat. He commented earlier. Me and my friend Zach Holton, we went on Cougar. What's it called? CougarLife.com to see what was on there, and I saw one of my friend's moms on there.
Oh,
that was kind of awkward,
Sure.
Sean Sullivan says justice for Tom. Thank you. Justice for Tom. Tom, DM me your address on Twitter and I'll send you some stickers. How about that?
And now everyone wants to get put in timeout now.
Yeah, everyone's going to be asking for timeouts. He gave a couple super chats too, though, so I want to send him some stickers.
Yes. All right, NFL draft.
The draft starts at 3 because we have no like.
Oh yeah,
I'm pretty confident it's going to be Mac Jones, but it's not a done deal.
I'm pretty confident it's Trey Lance.
There's about 5 guys we like at pick 3. Is that the quote?
Mm-hmm.
I like 5 guys at 3, and then there was like this is my lunch plans every day. Ha 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 ha.
Very nice.
Very nice.
So I love posting the Julian shooting the gun in the air video. I just look for reasons to post that.
When's the next time you're gonna post it?
When I'm on these streams, I forget to tweet.
Yeah, that's my challenge right now. I don't want to like put my head down just to tweet. So that's like my challenge. There's also nothing to tweet about right now.
Okay, so the picks obviously, and the Jets are celebrating.
Justin and Jalen Waddle. If Jalen Waddle is going to be a Giant,
You gotta do it.
I already have something planned.
Oh,
Already have something planned.
There will be. All right. You know what? When we do tweet, we have to read our tweets out loud. All right. So this. If the Jets can get Tevin Jenkins later in the first,
sure.
I would say draft, but let's say the first, so I can be specific. There will be no other O-line I enjoy watching more.
Sure.
Becton and Jenkins just, should I say, killing, murking, smacking.
smack Cam.
Maul dudes.
Yeah.
They just maul dudes. The cliche saying maul.
Word to use, chat. How about that? So you guys can work on my tweets. Bashing. No, that doesn't make any sense. Someone did say mauling.
Oh, the pick is in.
Guys, I'm gonna go out on a limb here. I'm gonna say it's that BYU quarterback Zach Wilson.
Do 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 do.
So I'm using yours, Justin, but the chat helped me out with it.
Team effort there, guys.
How about that? Bobby tweets. I'm going to do some little bit of NFL coverage. You know,
Ooh, little 13 personnel happening on ESPN right now.
talking Giants. What is that? You know, it's even though
Oh, did you guys see?
it's from a long time ago.
You guys see May 12th schedule release?
Yeah,
Exciting times.
I'm happy. Last year they did it like the week after the draft, so we like couldn't even like turn it into a segment on the show because like we got to talk about all this draft stuff.
Yeah.
Frustrating.
They're not doing that this year, though, right? Is our final draft episode like May 10th?
Well, let's see. Today is the 29th, 30th, 1st, 2nd, 3rd.
And then the 10th.
It might be on the defensive undrafted free. It's the 10th.
Ugh.
Yeah, you're right. The 10th
Oh.
is this one.
Okay, all right. So then we do have our own. It has its own episode, which is nice.
It'll give us some time on a Friday to talk about.
They're running this chair gimmick into the ground now.
Someone said bludgeoning, and that sounds like that would have been a fun one to go with.
Yeah. Wow, there's somebody named Gracie in here, Danny, and she's saying "I love you."
Zach Wilson. Hi, Danny. I love you. Is that? I bet you that's one of Danny's.
They
friends.
didn't mess it up. How lovely of them.
Gracie. Great. Do you know who Gracie is, Danny?
No who?
She's saying "I love you." Gracie. Gracie Gleason. Glizzy Gladiator.
Gotta love.
Remember Glizzy's? That was a very fun.
That was a time to be alive.
I think we had something very bad happen to our show, but like after that 4th of July mailbag episode, I feel like we had a lot of fun after that because that was like the Glizzy time. It's like what other Giants podcast is just retweeting hot dogs all the time? That's Big Baby
Oh, I
David.
forgot Zach. Here.
I love Danny all the time, and nobody ever acknowledges it.
Yeah.
That's the life.
Big Baby David,
That's the
I love
life.
you.
Someone asked, "What do you guys think Davey G had for dinner?" Ooh,
Oh wait, I'm gonna put myself on mute. Tom sent me a clip a while back. He sent it to me like I'm gonna watch it. So you guys talk.
why is he sending it to you, not me?
Oh, we got a whole fight going on here.
I keep on getting tweet alerts from Talking Giants, but I don't see it. Oh, here we go. Oh, he posted our.
If it wasn't Trevor Lawrence, I think the internet would crash.
Oh yeah, I love it. I love it. We got stuff rolling out.
I just gotta talk
Okay.
about-
It gets interesting now.
So Tom is like a professional. He knows how to do this stuff. Can I just say that? And I'm talking about Tom. We're gonna call him Ghost Tom. How about that, Ghost Tom?
Ghost Tom.
Because you can't see him. Ghost Tom. It always scares just people having access to our accounts. You know. Where it's like I'm fine, like it's just scary,
Oh, this is a genuine question now. Like,
Can you do the tweet for the?
that's what I was about, I was about to ask. Is Tom gonna do it, or do you want me to do that?
You do that one.
Okay. Is there graphics, or am I just tweeting it out?
Just tweeting it out.
Just tweeting it out.
Yeah, well, do a picture. So maybe get some pictures of the guys that it could possibly be.
Okay. So let me go
Yes.
grab some photos of some gentlemen.
Let's look.
We got Devontae Smith. Something like that.
Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle, the corners, Micah Parsons, and then the edges or the offensive line.
I'm so confident it's not going to be an edge. I'm not grabbing pick of an edge, but I will grab a pick of an edge.
Wow, that
out
confident.
of pure, no, I'm going to stick with
spite. Out of spite.
They're not picking an edge. Not today.
One of our biggest growths and a big part was the 2019 draft. Was me and Danny. Me and Danny had to recap 3 picks that night. I was nuts.
I spent $300 on jerseys.
It was, and we actually took a long time recapping that draft because we were gonna do Daniel Jones. Then we're just like, you know what? We just need to do an episode dedicated to Daniel Jones, and then we'll do the rest of the draft. It's you can't talk about the QB and talk about the other positions. So then we did that, and I think the undrafted free agent episodes really did give us a nice little boost. All right, so official predictions. I'm saying it's Mac Jones.
I'm saying Trey Lance.
I'm also saying Trey Lance.
All right, we'll see.
Wait, Justin, could you say something again?
I also think it's Trey Lance.
I thought your mic was bad again for a second.
No, my mic was bad. My mic is never bad.
Nah.
How mad 1 to 10 would you be if we go Surtain versus Pay?
Again, I actually would be kind of happy, not happy, intrigued with what they're going to do with cornerback.
I wouldn't
if they take Surtain.
I would not hate Surtain. I just don't see a world where he makes it past the Cowboys.
Yeah, hopefully the Cowboys take him.
Can't say I'm that hopeful.
I'd rather the Cowboys take a corner than them take an offensive lineman because that's how they've established their success is by taking offensive linemen. Yeah. So if Slater's there, if Carolina doesn't take Slater, then I would rather Cowboys take corner.
Okay, so right now I got pictures of Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle, Rashawn Slater. Let me grab.
Pictures are kind of sideways.
What?
Are they square or kind of sideways?
They're like this.
All right.
That's perfect because that fits Twitter better. And then
that fits Twitter and Instagram.
Vera-Tucker.
I have Instagram already taken care of. I have them in the templates and everything. Oh man, I haven't even picked up the coconut yet. How about that?
Ooh, the coconut.
Wait. Didn't you get a new addition to it? Flipping around. I could have sworn there was something new to the coconut. Is that new?
Ooh.
I got some circle stickers. Oh, he's got a new Patreon. Thank you, Alex Marcintelo. It's going to be Mac Jones. They're showing Mac Jones right now. It's going to be Mac Jones.
Why does it look like Mac Jones has I could have sworn he was a little bit bigger than that.
I will say, Mac Jones was at the Senior Bowl is there's a very big difference between him and all the other QBs.
He was underthrown. Was he underthrown guys at the Senior Bowl too? Because I know he was doing that during his pro day.
Yeah, he was underthrown. We watched him in Alabama a lot. He he was underthrowing Waddle and Smith a lot too.
Yeah.
I worry about him, man. It was he had it made at Alabama.
I mean, think about it like this. Think about it like this. You literally have a Pro Bowl team around you, and for NCAA football, you have a team of Pro Bowlers around you, and not only that, but Nick Saban, especially a lot of the quotes that he has said this offseason about embracing this is this is an offensive league, and this is a league where you need to score points. And he says that as a defensive mind, he hates offensive minds because they've gotten so smart and they've gotten so good at what they're doing. So he's been embracing that stuff. And since that is his philosophy, I don't want to diminish Mac Jones saying, oh, it's easy for him to be good. It's easy for quarterbacks to be good in Alabama, but it's as easy as it possibly could when you combine all of those different things of scheme and talent around you. So,
All right. The
They were
draft gets
first round
interesting.
running back of a first round talent at center. Deontay Brown, Alex Leatherwood, those wide
Yeah.
receivers. It's
Jedrick Wills last year.
Well, he wasn't the QB for that.
Right. But just every single year, these guys are just producing talent. Pick is in, at least on my end.
It is in on my end as well.
What did Zach Wilson say? Can somebody give me I saw there was he was talking about the Super Bowl and Chris Mickle just said that Twitter is tearing Zach Parson apart tearing him apart right now.
Oh,
so
to win a Super Bowl.
Somebody give me a summary about what Zach Wilson said and why he's being torn apart.
How dare him have aspirations? That terrible. All right, so I got Devontae, Jalen, Rashawn, Elijah, Tucker, Parsons, Pay. Who else should I be grabbing here?
I think it's gonna be Trey Lance. I'm changing my mind.
Wait, I can hear it. Everybody shut up.
In the 2021 NFL Draft, the San Francisco 49ers select Trey Lance.
Trey Lance. 49ers fans are exhaling. So here's something. I know everyone
Believe it and it will happen.
everyone trashes Mac Jones. Trey Lance worries me. Now, I will say I did not study quarterbacks this year. I have a really good feel of Mac Jones because I watched so much of Alabama with their offensive line and their receivers and everybody. Trey Lance, now I only watched. He played one game this year for North Dakota State, and then he opted out. And I watched that game. He wasn't good in that game. He had some misses, but it's you know what? You can have misses in a game. But something I did notice is he is late. He is very late on his throws, but he got away with it because North Dakota State has some really good talent at that level. That worries me about him. And some of his big running plays were like he was breaking tackles. You don't break that tackle in the NFL.
Yeah.
Like you see Lamar Jackson play in college, and you're like, he'll break those tackles the same way in the NFL. At that top D1 level, the ones he were breaking were running through dudes. Now he's very fast, so he's got all the tools to be it. But I'm not a big of Trey Lance fan as everybody else is. And a lot of people say, oh well, they gotta make sure they got like they were saying for Atlanta, it's a perfect situation so he can sit behind Matt Ryan and learn. It's well, quarterbacks don't sit and learn anymore, especially first round quarterbacks.
Nope.
So it's why do you think he needs that? I feel like that kind of reveals a little. So he's got all the tools in the world. He's going into the perfect system with Kyle Shanahan. So there's none of these QBs are going to as good a situation as Trey Lance is. So I do think he's going to have some success, but he's got to pull that trigger quicker. But I think in San Francisco, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, and especially the whole sitting and learning type of deal. Because there's just limited practice time, the newer CBAs, and there's no more two-a-days, and even during the week, you're not getting as much padded live practice time as you used to. So that's why there's been a lot of people have been arguing, physical reps, in-game reps is it's always been greater, but particularly in today's NFL, it's always greater than mental reps, so to speak. So is there QB competition between him and Jimmy G?
I'm genuinely intrigued. Do we know what's going to happen with rookie camp? There's no shot those players are doing what the veterans are doing. They're probably still going to go to.
I don't know.
Rookie camp even happen?
Rookie camp happens quickly. So what do we think the Falcons are doing?
Pitts.
I say Pitts too.
Do you think they should go Pitts?
If the 49ers took Mac Jones, then I would say they should take Trey Lance. Well, no. Well, Justin Fields is on the board.
There's such cap hell. At that point, it's do you just stick it out with Matt Ryan? How much longer is he under contract?
His contract is really big, so I get it.
It's
if you move there's tweet on Rodgers, but there's other people denying it. So,
if he was to be cut, the Falcons would inherit $65 million in dead cap.
That's nuts.
They can wait till 2023 to get out with
they should
$15 million.
Roll with Matt Ryan.
Yeah, there's no reason not to. They could do what the Packers did with Favre in a way, draft his replacement now and just hold him. But if they don't like the guy, there's no rush to draft a quarterback right now for the Falcons. At this point, just try and win with him.
Okay, now I just tweeted something. So whenever we tweet something, we read it, right? I said, okay. Now the NFL draft can begin.
Very nice.
Very
I agree.
nice.
I like the 49ers hat.
The Panthers is my favorite.
I like any hat that doesn't have that line going through the logo. Like, why is it some teams that they have the line going through the logo, and then the Giants, they have it? Like, I would love that hat if it didn't have that line going through it.
Greetings, gents. If you were a defensive coordinator, which offensive player would you least like to game plan against? And vice versa.
Waddle.
Yeah, Waddle. I even think more so than Pitts, to be real with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Waddle's just so explosive.
Kyle Pitts is
Pitts,
not a very good blocker, by the way.
Ooh.
Like he's an okay, I don't think he's bad as Evan Engram when he came in, but like when people will share one clip of Kyle Pitts just dominating someone with a block, like that doesn't happen most of the time. You know, so like he's not a very good blocker.
One clip that stood out to me, I think it was the 2019 season. It was that clip of Ryan Kerrigan, like when he complimented Evan Engram on his run blocking. That's the one.
I know. And Evan Engram was actually kind of blocking pretty decent in the start of 2019. It was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that clip where he's like, "Good job, you're getting better at this." It's like, "Yeah, I'm putting in work," or whatever he said.
Did Evan? I mean, when you get a screw in your foot, do you ever? When you get a screw in your foot, do you ever get that out? You know, because Evan Engram played with the screw in his foot last year.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Maybe that's I don't want to say it's a difference because Evan Ingram's problems weren't like as an athlete; they were just as like a.
It was these things that were the problem with Evan.
It was just him as a football player. I say Justin Fields. That's what Kevin says. Kevin says Justin Fields.
If they take Justin, I think the Falcons are. No, I mean
I would like that. All right. So here's a real Giants take. I would like the Atlanta Falcons to take, and the pick is in. I would like them to take a quarterback, like 100%.
Oh yeah, that's solid.
Preferably, I would like them to take Mac Jones, so then another team feels forced to take Justin Fields.
I just got hit with nerves, man.
The Falcons can really make this interesting here.
What if they take like Jamar Chase and they trade Julio Jones?
Wasn't it like rumors that they were intrigued by like possibly moving on from Julio?
Yeah, no, that's what did our friend Ian Rappaport, friend of the program?
Oh my gosh.
Huh?
Someone said about Evan Engram.
There's a screw. Come on.
That's foul, but correct. But foul.
Evan Engram's he's a good guy. He smokes cigars. Anybody who smokes cigars is a friend of mine, including Cop Bizzle.
Money. Smoking cigars is a waste of money. I'm sorry.
You're right, but it's more or less like
just smoke a cigarette. That's what Smoking Woody would say.
Yeah, that is true.
What a guy smoking Woody.
Smoking a cigar is more worthwhile than smoking a cigarette because it's like longer, and you don't just smoke a cigar to smoke a cigar. You have to smoke a cigar when it's like an event. You're with your friends.
That Falcon fan just gave an interesting look. Just saying, it's probably just Pitts though.
2021 NFL Draft. The Atlanta Falcons select
Kyle Pitts.
Okay, we were expecting it, but I would have wished they went something different. We were expecting it.
Pain. Watching this man walk down that aisle. Pain.
Kyle Pitts. So the idea that maybe he could possibly fall is dead.
10 at 4.
I mean, we did play it out in our head. Like, could he fall? Like, it's not the greatest thing in the world.
No, he's like the best player in this draft that's not named Trevor Lawrence or
So we've essentially went chalk though so far. Like I know Trey Lance wasn't chalk, but the position-wise chalk.
Yep.
This is where it gets really interesting. If the Bengals don't take Jamar Chase could fall to 11. It's not crazy. I did this fantasy site. They had people come on who cover every team, and I was one of them. Jamar Chase was the pick at 11 because they had Penei Sewell at 5. They had the Dolphins. I can't remember.
Waddle or Smith. They had.
And it's like someone can go Waddle over Chase. Like that wouldn't be that crazy. Chase can very well be the pick.
What if he's like one of the guys that Dave Gettleman said wasn't in good shape? Is that crazy?
Yeah,
Because we don't know. We don't know what these guys look like.
Chase looked good, at least in the hype video the NFL posted of him.
Well, Odell Beckham Jr. always looks good in those hype videos too.
He was rocking a nice white suit.
Who was rocking it?
Jamar.
Dan, Danny, what are you eating? You eating Doritos? What else you got going on over there?
I pulled out.
down right now, like the worst thing you could do on
I
camera.
put down the red bag. I'm muting myself here and there, but
Can you just rub a Dorito all over your face?
if the Giants take an edge, I will hop back on this stream and rub a Dorito all over my face.
I love that.
In high school, if we had like one day a kid brought a habanero pepper to school, and we literally would just like put it on our hands and wipe it on people's faces, and then their faces would burn.
This is my new favorite photo.
That
This
was
one
really-
kid.
Admit, but it's true. All right. As soon as I'm taking a piss right now.
Do it. Take a piss. It's my show. And Danny Boy King. My show. Giants aren't going for a QB. Great point, J Dub. Now we're talking with some good takes. Giants are not taking a QB. And then
Yes,
you
they
get
are.
expelled. I'm just going to read comments as they come up. You were a menace, Bobby. What the hell? That might be in reference into the Copizzle stream. Copizzle.
Probably. I watched like
Maybe.
literally 5 minutes of that, and I was like, oh, he was just here to troll.
J Dub says Giants aren't going for a quarterback. It's going to be a defensive player. Again, it comes back to that Micah Parsons point. People are very in it for Micah Parsons. Like the only phrase that I've heard this player, no matter what, is Mike. I've heard Micah Parsons, no matter what. I haven't heard Devonta Smith, no matter what. I haven't heard Jalen Waddle, no matter what. I haven't heard Rashawn Slater, no matter what. The phrase that I've heard, that was a very quick piss. He probably did not wash his hands.
That meant, yeah, it's always like the two Alabama wide receivers. Like, we'll be fine with that, but like then there's like the Parsons or boss.
Micah Parsons, no matter what. The only player that I've heard that phrase, no matter what. The 90s rapper said Justin Pennick is a great guy. It's true. Bobby Skinner's also frozen.
No.
Oh yeah, great point, Bobby. Great point.
Great point, Bobby.
Great point.
Love
Keep
the
talking.
Screw you guys. This Bengals pick has me pretty nervous because it really can ripple.
So
We have a ripple effect.
we're expecting Sewell.
If they care
I'm
about Joe
expecting
Burrow's
Chase because Joe Burrow's was like been campaigning for Jamar Chase.
but like if they care about Joe Burrow's,
Why is this little
long-term-
internet bar?
Yeah,
Connection is
you're,
unstable. You're on
yeah.
Wi-Fi.
Yeah, you're a
right,
little sketchy right now.
I'm on my Wi-Fi.
You're
It's because you got up to take a piss. Maybe you flushing your toilet coincides with bad Wi-Fi connection.
yeah. It looks like you're rocking like college Wi-Fi right now.
All right, I'm going to switch to the not 5G.
Justin,
Cool.
it's our show now. We got to
It's our
hold down
show.
the fort.
It's our show. Promo code Manscaped, 20% off all products, including free shipping. Giants. I said promo code Manscaped. That's wrong. Promo code Giants on Manscaped. Bobby,
Giants.
you're worse.
I'm worse?
Yeah,
yeah.
you're way worse.
What the hell?
Way worse. All right, so Bengals are about a little more than halfway in, at least on my screen. Pick is not in yet. Sewell or Jamar Chase, we're pretty surprised if they go somebody else.
Yeah.
This has never
Regardless
happened
of order.
before. All the years we've been using StreamYard, we've been using StreamYard all year, and this has never happened before.
This is a sign something weird's going to happen here. Why?
This is why you never go up and use the bathroom.
Connections.
Hold it.
I think that has something to do with it.
So he's going to get up again. All right, so we got a $5 super chat from Tom. By next year's draft, will Danny be old enough to need Manscaped? That's Tom. We thank you for the super chat, but
That's $5 in our bank, Tom.
Danny doesn't care. Oh man, Corona commercials, they got to work their way back into people's good graces.
Yeah.
They got to work their way back. Bobby Skinner's Wi-Fi is still bad.
I think it's improved.
Can we get we got a good question. Can we get Carl Banks on Talking Giants to confront Justin?
Yes.
I think it should be the opposite.
Yeah, we'll confront Carl Banks.
No, but Carl Banks, people have asked. I actually DM'd him once. He did get back to me, but then
Yeah.
we already talked about that.
Oh, next year Will Danny be old enough to need Manscaped?
We already talked about that.
Oh, he already used it, dude. Old enough. My man's using stuff that was made.
No, and guess what? We like I said before. There's $5 in the bank account right there. So W for the Talking Giants gang. Bobby, your Wi-Fi's better.
I don't know what it was.
The toilet, bro. It's you can't flush the toilet.
Seriously, that might have been it. I've never. You know what? As long as they've been doing streams, I've never pissed during a stream.
It's a bad omen. James has a really good point, and Bobby, I kind of want you to talk about it. Micah Parsons provides versatility to all three levels, and my only hesitation with that is Micah Parsons doesn't have a lot of experience as coverage snaps. He doesn't have a lot of coverage snaps under his belt.
He has all the ability to be good in coverage, but like you said, he doesn't have a ton of experience in it. So now don't mistake that for weakness, but he doesn't have a ton of experience. So I don't think it I mean, he's the best defense player in the draft. But
guys, yeah. I can confirm. Picks are being spoiled on Twitter. I can confirm that.
By the Giants?
No, just every pick. I know who the Penguins.
I know. I saw the Trey Lance 1 minute early. That's why I was like, I think it's gonna be Trey Lance.
Oh, good for you! Congratulations.
I mean, I'm not bragging. I'm telling you that's why I switched my pick.
Yeah. So don't check Twitter. They're spoiling it.
Oh
wait, rules about this.
Next 3 picks: Chase, Smith, Waddle.
Would be funny. That you had a party.
I would like that because maybe we could get Penei Sewell.
I also put out a tweet, but it was more of a meme of that guy in the Falcons pick that was just sitting there on his phone, not giving a damn that they just picked Kyle Pitts.
That ain't right.
Snacks met Mario Manningham.
How'd that go?
This is
probably called him an asshole or something.
Oh, look, guys, it's my Twitter anniversary.
Hey.
I made a Twitter 9 years ago. I didn't use it for like 6 years.
Draft for your needs, not your wants.
Bengals fans are getting crunk.
Oh, get it, my guy. What on earth is this?
All right, so what's gonna happen here? What's gonna happen?
All right.
I'm confident.
Even though everybody already knows.
Who do you think's gonna be Justin?
No, we don't know. Oh, do you guys both know?
No, I don't know.
Who do you think it is, Justin?
If the Bengals really want to listen to Joe, has Joe Burrow actually been
Jamar Chase? It's Jamar Chase. I was telling you to shut up, but that was mean to me. But it's Jamar Chase.
It gets interesting once again.
Oh boy, I think Panthers fans are celebrating more than anybody.
It's Miami. Miami's gonna be the one that screws us with Devontae.
I think Panthers fans are celebrating that now they have.
Please let the NFL screw up and Penei Sewell fall to 11. I bet you'll be like, they've got him on thread all too.
Excuse me? What did you just say?
I said
that's people. That's going to be people's responses. Turkey noises.
Exactly.
All right, good for Jamar Chase.
Who's gonna be rocking that number 1 in the NFL?
I hope these rookies do opt to use their college numbers.
They're gonna be the ones that get it because they don't have to pay for it.
I think that's kind of cool. Now I know Bobby Skinner's the old man in the room. And can we also talk about this? Tom Brady had the worst take of all time.
So
that was so stupid.
I don't know what position they're playing, and you want to know how Joe Judge is always ahead of the curve. Joe Judge made these guys practice with no names on the back of their jerseys and no numbers. So quarterbacks had to just read defenses without knowing what position guys were. So, I mean, not that doesn't really matter and doesn't really fall. I mean, maybe, Jabril Peppers creeping up towards the line of scrimmage. You don't know if he's a linebacker or safety, whatever. So, yeah. So Joe Judge always ahead of the curve by having his guys practice with no names or numbers on the back of their jerseys and on the front of their jerseys. Jamar Chase is good.
All right, tweet. I really do love Jamar Chase, and him being linked back up with Joe Burrow's cool, but man, that O-line is straight up terrible. Had Nico Lelos looking real deal. There we go. NFL tweet with the Giants link. How about that? I
did put out a tweet as well. I did say
I put out a Kyle. Oh, stupid Tom. Kyle Pitts is a breakdown I did. Ghost Tom. I did a Kyle Pitts breakdown. Let's see if he changed it.
Go.
I can't believe I forgot about that.
Kyle Pitts. Go.
Let's see. Let's see what happens when I YouTube search Kyle Pitts. Let's see if mine comes up.
Oh,
I think it might.
I put out a Miami will kill the Devontae Smith dream tweet.
Kyle Pitts film breakdown. We're the third one. Nope, it still says Florida tight end Kyle Pitts breakdown. So
Well, that's
Tom,
because you didn't let him know. He's going to do it.
Ghost Tom, get on it. Ghost Tom, go.
So what Bobby's doing is we're going to change the thumbnail and the video title, correct?
Yes,
So we're changing the thumbnail
and the description.
and the description to fit. So all of like 28 of Bobby's film breakdowns, we're going to change it to whoever team drafts that player. All right. Pick us in for the Miami Dolphins. Pick us in. Do. Thanks for everybody hanging out. This is kind of wild. This is kind of cool that everybody's here. I appreciate you all.
300 people in here. How about that? Good
Yeah,
stuff.
kind of cool. Yeah. Not counting the Twitters and the social medias.
There's about like 6 people on Twitter.
Oh,
Those are true people.
Yeah, the people that just that just stay on Periscope instead of just clicking the YouTube link. Those people are real deal.
We'll tweet it out again soon.
I
Up the stream.
I do love Jamar Chase, man. Him and Joe Burrow hooking back up is pretty damn cool.
Yeah,
But
and
it's just that, and I'm not joking. When Nico Lelos was at, I put together a clip. It's like this is 6 reps of Nico Lelos winning reps and pass rush versus the Bengals.
Yeah, him and Tyler Boyd. I mean, Tyler Boyd's a real deal, man. He is a real deal slot wide receiver. He's Higgins. I mean, Boyd is extremely efficient. He was extremely efficient even with bad QB play before Burrow, and Burrow's hopefully going to take another step up his second year too. But Boyd is so efficient. So that's got to be one of the best young wide receiver pairs in the NFL. So good for them. But if you can't block, but also you have the theory, right? Burrow, ironically enough, heading into the NFL, Burrow. Everybody talked about Burrow's deep ball. And Joe Brady, the vertical offense, right? But then you look at Burrow's advanced stats in the average depth of target when he was with Cincinnati, it was very, very quick.
He missed
getting the ball out quick. So how are they going to change that this year? Or is the offensive line going to give them enough time to block? So maybe they can call a little bit more deep vertical concepts.
This is also, I just thought about this because I saw Detroit right after Miami. What the heck are they going to do if whatever the heck their head coach's name is again? I completely forgot. What's his name?
Brian Flores?
No, Detroit's head coach.
Oh, Dan Campbell?
Dan Campbell.
I think they're going to go Micah Parsons, actually.
That makes perfect sense, honestly.
I would like that.
Because, once again, he keeps the 2 Alabama wide receivers.
I mean, they
Said,
lost.
Since he heard Bobby Skinner say Penei Sale has a lot of Anthony Thomas. That ain't right, James. That's not nice. I meant that in a good way, even though I did say he's going to have some of his struggles. Bengals do not have Bobby Hart. He's actually with the Bills, so they kind of downgraded.
The Lions lost both Marvin Jones and Kenny Golladay.
Dan
who do
Campbell
they
wants
have?
a linebacker. Dan Campbell wants a linebacker.
Who do they have at wide receiver?
TJ Hawkinson.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, okay. I just keep the Devontae Smith dream alive.
The pick is in.
Keep it alive, baby.
All right, tell me when I should be quiet.
I want it. I wouldn't be. All right, I will tell you that when. Man, I am getting really nervous now. I didn't think I'd get nervous, but I'm freaking nervous for the Giants right now.
This is the
I'm okay.
scariest pick right now. I'm not. I'm no longer
All right,
okay.
Shh.
With the 6th pick in the 2021 NFL Draft, the Miami Dolphins select Jalen Waddle.
Jalen Waddle off the board. Wow. Whoa.
That is shocking, but we are alive, baby.
So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
No, I can't play the song because I'm gonna get demon. No, I'll just play it
No,
on
don't
mute.
play any. No, don't even.
No, I'm playing it on mute. I made a video.
Whoa.
I'm just showing me. All right, so I made the video.
Damn.
I'm saying the Giants just drafted Jalen Waddle, so now we have to wobble.
Oh
and then
no.
I put it
Oh,
side
no.
by side. All your shoulders in the club. Let me see your chest. Drop it up, drop it down. Let me see your chest. Let me see your chest. See your
Look at
chest.
this.
Wobble, baby. Wait, hold on. Where is it? Wobble, baby. Wobble, baby. Wobble,
go.
baby. Waddle, baby. Waddle, baby. Waddle, baby. Waddle.
All right,
Waddle,
I hate
baby.
you singing this right now. I'm
Waddle,
sorry.
baby. Get waddle, baby. Waddle, baby. Waddle, baby. Get up now. Yeah. So I would have put out that video if the Giants drafted Jalen Waddle.
Hey, Justin, now we can watch Jalen Waddle against us this year.
Oh, that's great. I'm upset.
We should know what happens with Aaron Rodgers in the next 15 minutes.
Devontae Smith, baby, we're still dreaming.
All right,
Danny Mel Kiper King is still alive.
Oh, Tom, Jalen Waddle film breakdown.
Tom,
Jalen Waddle.
Tom, go Tom.
Who's Tom? Check it out.
Go Tom.
I said I'm
boy.
upset. I made a waddle video and everything. That was my tweet.
Very good.
Get set up.
Man.
Pain. That's upsetting.
I did not see that coming. Gonna be 100% honest.
So if the Lions go Parsons, that means Penei Sewell, Rashawn Slater, Devontae Smith, and AVT are there with 4 picks left, with 3 picks in between us.
Good for Jalen Waddle. That makes me feel smart. The fact that we talked about this guy in May, or no, not we. I talked about this guy in May, and even though Devonta Smith had better production in 2019, like Jalen Waddle was like the 4th string wide receiver, and then he barely even played in 2020, yet he's the 6th pick in the NFL draft and the 2nd wide receiver taken off the board, even with the Heisman winner. So, I mean, I feel good about my brain. Good brain.
All right, wait. So, with the 11th pick of the 2021 NFL Draft, the Giants have selected. Is that a good template for a tweet?
Yeah.
And then
out of whatever college.
blank player. Out of then add the picture. I'm hoping they don't throw a curveball. Not in the mood for that.
Dude, what if? Please, somebody have Rashawn Slater over Penei Sewell on their board. Please, Panthers.
Imagine. I'm worried about this Detroit pick because I think they're gonna. I'm willing to bet they're gonna go. They're gonna go Devonta Smith.
They're a wild. No, you think Dan Campbell's going with that little that little dude?
We're gonna blow you out in your kneecap.
Honestly,
they your other
it's
kneecap.
updated. Waddle up next. Thank you, Ghost Tom.
They could literally take Mac Jones for all we know.
GT, he said.
I think Dan Campbell is.
Wait,
that
Snacks is calling me. Should I answer the phone?
No, don't answer. He can send him the link to the stream if he wants to jump on. Do that. Send him the link to the stream.
I will do that.
I'll put it in our DM. I'll DM him.
DM him.
Shut up, Susie. Just kidding, Susie. Great person.
All right, I'm texting Snacks. Check your Twitter DMs.
Ooh.
There you go.
All right, let me look up Kyle Pitts film breakdown. Atlanta Falcons top 5 pick, Florida tight end Kyle Pitts film breakdown. Good stuff.
All right. Let me know when I'm supposed to be quiet.
We didn't change.
Who the heck is this?
If you can, put the logo over the Talking Giants. But thank you. Thank you, Tom.
This? Who's that?
Who's who?
That didn't look. Was that? That was Jalen. Was just with glasses on. Never mind. Different human.
Damn. Jalen Waddle's going to look good in Miami.
Oh, dude. I'll say why Miami has such great uniforms.
Okay, boys. Who? Okay, right now, Justin, you wanted Jalen Waddle. Who do you want to be the pick right now?
I'm okay with Devonta Smith. I'm extremely Penei Sewell's right there, right there.
Okay, no, Slater or Devontae Smith. Who are you picking?
Devonta Smith.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Dan Campbell's he's scheming right now. He's scheming. I don't know what he's doing, but he's scheming something.
The pick is in. There's a good chance Slater's going to be there, though.
Now I'm nervous.
Yeah, dude. I like at 4, it's so easy because you could easily tell who's going to be there, but like at 11, everything is just so unpredictable.
So you want to know how
everybody that's kind of cool. Tua with Jalen Waddle and Joe Burrow with Jamar Chase.
You know what's funny about that? How Jalen Waddle and Devonta Smith were like they were kind of like low key dissing Tua when they were talking about how good Mac Jones is, and now they're reunited. So if I'm low key going to be interested to see that like dynamic. Probably is not a talking point. What am I saying? I had a point. I forgot.
The take was there. But
Somebody remind me. Somebody remind me what my point was.
Something Jalen Waddle and Tua.
I am really nervous.
I just felt
I'm nervous now.
Oh my lord, these Detroit. What a fan base.
All right, he's talking to the fan
here
in the chair.
If just don't be Devontae, don't be Devontae.
All right, here we go. All right, shh.
With the 7th pick in the 2021 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select
Penei Sewell.
Understandable. Best player on the board.
Understandable.
Best player on the board.
Great solid choice.
Man. All right, so
The pipe dream is dead.
Carolina's going with Slater. That's my bet. Carolina going Slater.
Rayshon, Slater, or you know I'm going to wait for who I want to be picking until we're on the clock.
Yeah, because our minds are going to change 7 times.
Yep.
So
I love Penei Sewell. Oh, and GT, Tom Penei Sewell. Sorry, Tom.
Oh, look at Penei Sewell's family. I love it.
Penei Sewell, man, is a beast. He is an athletic freak at that offensive tackle position. The way he works combos, works that run game, he is a bully, man. It's beautiful. You watch him work even with Shane Lemieux, it was wonderful to watch. In the pass game, I do think he'll have some rookie issues. One, a lot like Andrew Thomas, he kind of leaves that inside foot open where he can get exposed inside. But I do believe he'll fix that. We didn't get to see him in 2020. Maybe he fixed that in 2020. As a pass blocker, or also the pass blocker, he has good hands. Watch him in the film breakdown I do. He breaks the hands off of guys like that. And rookies usually don't do that. You know, that's sign of someone who is very well coachable and learns well. So Penei Sewell, man, he was my dream, my pipe dream for the Giants. And, you know, I didn't think it was going to happen, but I am a little sad that he's not there.
Isn't there? Oh, so
what about if trade back? What if we trade? That would be freaking agonizing if we trade back.
No, we're too deep now. Nope, we're not trading. This ain't the draft.
Justin Fields is still on the board.
Mac Jones, there's 2 QBs still on the board.
So yeah,
Mac Jones worked with, you know, Matt Rule and staff at the Senior Bowl.
No,
Snacks is in the back room.
Oh,
they may take Mac Jones. I don't think that would be crazy if they took Mac Jones right now.
Would you? Because I mean, I would assume it depended on what happens if. Because no way Denver takes a QB because I got Teddy. Dallas ain't taking a QB, so like, I'll look who it is.
Snacks.
No, I don't only go to Belmont, right?
What's up, man?
All right.
You really?
All right. I'm walking away for a second.
What are you looking for right here, man?
We're at LPG's event, and somehow, some way, it didn't rain yet, which I'm stunned about. There's LPG now.
Split here, offense and defense.
All right, this is boring. What's going on, man? Give us something from there.
Yeah, no. So it's been really awesome. It's been really awesome. Hold on.
Who are you hoping? What was the reaction to Jalen Waddle getting picked?
But, I'm sorry. It's tough to hear about. It's tough to hear. Hold on, I'm walking away. No, it's been pretty cool. I called Justin before because I was talking to Orleans Darkwa, and there was two guys that came up to him with Saquon Barkley jerseys, and he's like, "Turn around, let me see what it is before I sign it." And he turns around and he just walked away.
That's
so. I think he's got a little saltiness to him.
He freaking should. He freaking should. That was his job.
Well,
that was his job.
I don't disagree. You're right, Justin. You're right. Then we met we just met Mario Manningham.
Yeah.
He talked to us for like 20 minutes. It was really cool. Told us about the huddle play and everything. And Eli literally said, He goes, just get open on the side, and I'll throw it right to you where you need it to be.
What was the reaction to the
That's what
Jalen
he
Waddle
told us. So
play?
I got pictures with him and everything, but it was really cool. Then we met
What happened?
Oh wow, what happened? Wow.
We lost connection.
Oh no.
Unbelievable.
Oh no.
We
Tough for
can't
Snacks.
hear him.
All right.
He can't hear us. He can't hear us. Sorry, Snacks. We'll talk. He'll be on the stream all night tomorrow.
Yes, he will.
We can't hear him. We're coming up on the Giants pick.
Yes.
I was gonna pull him back in. All right. So
Now you got me thinking about should the Giants trade out because there's gonna be some team that wants a quarterback.
I would be fine with that, and then if they want to get edge, they can get their edge that way.
Oh, so game plan here. I'm assuming. So what? By staying on until Dallas, Denver. What's the play here, gentlemen? What's the huddle call?
For us? What?
Well, you guys got to get your reaction video. So, what's the game? Dallas, Denver. What's the move?
After we'll talk about the Denver pick, and then we'll go. And then when I say that's a video, when I tell Tom to hey, that's the video right there, then I'll pull you back in.
Okay.
So you could probably just stay in the backstage area.
Yeah, I'll just stay in the backstage area, stressing.
Okay. I know you're like Danny. Danny's like my comforter. It's and not having him here is gonna suck.
I'm stressing now as well because of
I know, and I know Danny's seeing the picks before. Did you see the?
I'm actually behind now.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how that happened, but it did.
Oh boy! All right, let me retweet the stream. The Panthers pick is in. Please don't go Slater. We should have got the reaction to the Jalen Waddle one.
I was thinking about that because I had quite a reaction to that.
Wow, they really put the schedule release on ESPN2.
Wow, I can't wait.
I just want to know when they're going to Miami.
Oh boy,
my Twitter is acting really slow right now.
Maybe go flush the toilet again.
Stop. I really do think that's what it was. Shh. JC Horn. Yes. That is a big break right there.
Whoa.
Thank you.
Whoa.
That is a huge break for us.
I
know JC Horn has his stands out there, but that is a break for us. The Panthers going JC Horn is a big break for us.
Yeah.
So the Broncos are going to take Rashawn Slater.
But will they?
If they go Devontae, I'm flying to Denver and I'm fighting Pat Shurmur.
I don't know. I thought the Panthers were going to be the team that most likely went Slater.
The Broncos are not going to go wide receiver.
No, they're not.
They're not. And the Cowboys aren't either.
Yep. So Smith has to be there.
Devontae. So I feel good. So Devontae Smith will most likely be there.
Danny Milk Hyper King.
Let me put out a tweet.
I hate you, Danny.
Well, you see.
Hard to see
Todd.
Denver or Dallas going wide receiver. So at least we have Devontae Smith
I would love
on the board. And then I'm going to get all the don't jinx it.
Oh, Parsons is still on the board. I can believe. Oh.
Yep. Parsons is still on the board.
What's about Denver? Vic Fangio maybe add a little bit of Mike Parsons into his life? Question mark.
I could see Vic Fangio fall in love with the Michael Parsons.
Horn over Surtain. Bobby, while we have some time, maybe the Broncos are still deciding what they want to do.
I can see why people think that, but I am worried to see what Horn turns into in the NFL because he grabs, and it's not like he will get a that's how he wins. That's how he wins. So can he translate to the NFL?
Yeah,
it's going to be interesting for a man corner, but I do think he can. But I'm not like if Caleb Farley was healthy, Caleb Farley would be my clear one. Where I think Surtain and Horn are basically very opposite corners, but I view them as this on the same level. Where Farley, when healthy, I like him much more than the other two. Yeah. Maybe not much more, but I like him more.
I feel like JC Horn just randomly shot. I mean, I didn't watch it personally 'Cause I feel like he just like randomly shot. Because I thought it was like Surtain Farley.
Well, I did a midseason mock draft, and J.C. Horn was climbing. And I picked him in the second round. So
There you go. There you go. I'm nervous.
someone said not if the car. Someone said, but if no one's going to trade up for a wide receiver, I don't believe that.
No. And
I
at
mean,
this point, and again, at this point, you know, you look at the board. If there's a team that wants to trade up right now to get a quarterback, you know, then they would have to do it because maybe Denver's going to take a quarterback. But if NFL teams are certain that Denver's not going to take a quarterback, if they're certain that Dallas isn't going to take a quarterback, they're certain that the Giants are going to take a quarterback, then why would somebody trade up with the Giants? Like, who's picking right after the Giants? The Eagles.
Yeah.
So I mean, maybe maybe an NFL team thinks they're going to take a quarterback, so maybe they trade up with the Giants. But I don't see it.
You're gonna do your thing, buddy.
I was going to say, good job, GT, on the thumbnails and the titles. Thank you.
But I gotta say, great news right now though. The Eagles are not getting one of these wide receivers. They're not because Waddle's gone.
They might get Devontae Smith though.
I could care less what the Eagles do, Danny. Honestly, they're so bad. I could care less what they do. I'm interested to see what Dallas does because I think the better move for them as a football team is taking Rashawn Slater and getting like that. I don't want to maybe getting that replacement for Tyrone Smith or at least getting a right tackle for now. But I would rather Dallas go corner.
David said, Bobby, tell me you're with me on the Slater train. I am. But you know what? I do think it's not I don't think it's the easiest decision between Slater and AVT. Now, I take Slater because he's the better, but if they were like planning on like, hey, this guy's going to come play guard, like that's what he's going to do. We're like Matt Pitt would be our tackle. Then I would be okay with AVT. Yep. But and at the end of the day, it's like, you know what? Let me just get the guy who I think is the best offensive lineman, and that's Slater.
I enjoyed watching Elijah Vera-Tucker at guard more than the way that I say enjoy. I just enjoy a player, not necessarily thinking that somebody is a better player or worse player. I enjoyed watching Elijah Vera-Tucker play the game of football more than I enjoyed watching Rashawn Slater.
Feels good, man. All right, so I'm feeling all right now. They could go Surtain, though. Like, that's very real. Like, Surtain is in the mix with the New York Giants.
I don't think he'll make it past Dallas, in my opinion.
Man, the guy who gave me the source last year has not messaged me, so...
what? No, I'm not even going to mention his name.
Yikes.
Oh, did you know the Thomas pick last year, Bobby?
I didn't know. Someone said they knew, and I didn't believe them, but then they were right.
And then somebody, should we say the tip that we got for round 2 last year?
Yeah, they told me Yetur Gross-Matos, so.
Yeah, Yetur Gross-Matos. And
like we had all kinds of stuff ready.
Yeah.
And then they didn't take him, which I was very happy because I really didn't want him.
My ass hurts. If anybody wanted to know.
Everyone's replying to my tweet about Devontae Smith being on the board. Like, what about Slater? It's like I literally picked him in my mock draft, guys. Like I want him. Do you think Denver could go QB?
I hope so. That would just make things easier, and it would make
I am
things
surprised that nobody's trading up for a QB. Who's going to take these guys?
Nobody's blinking. That's why. Maybe the disrespect for Justin Fields is real.
I don't think it's crazy, but yeah, it is real. $45 seconds left on the clock.
Maybe they're trying to trade out, or they just haven't hit the pick is in yet button. No, pick's in.
This guy is Zanville 18. He like hates every pick. I was like, I put him like as like Slater in my mock. He's like, this is so stupid. And then I tweet about Devontae Smith. He's like, no. It's kind of annoying. Should I soft block him so he's not following me?
What does that mean?
Where you block them and then unblock them, so you're not blocking them, but it forces them to unfollow you.
Just mute them. I love the mute button.
It's just he's just really annoying. All right, let's see what's going on with the chat. Pick is in. Haskins is hurting Fields. That's true. I bet you that's a little bit true.
Yeah. If we're being real, Troy Smith is hurting all these Ohio State quarterbacks.
Troy Smith is better than Dwayne Haskins. I'll say that.
Yep, I agree. I love Troy Smith.
I'm not even joking. Like, he probably had a better career than Dwayne Haskins in the NFL. It could be Parsons too. We'll see.
I think
we're forgetting about Parsons.
I wouldn't be surprised if Vic Fangio just fell in love with Micah Parsons.
Pick is in.
Those are some pretty big Bronco hats. Not obnoxiously big at all.
That'd be so annoying. All right,
I'd be so annoyed. Honestly, to be fair, I do want to sit on Roger Goodell's couch. I'm going to be 100% honest. I feel like it's got to be quite cool.
Well, you'd have to wear like some Talking Giants merch and like really promote us. Slap a sticker on Roger Goodell's back as he walks by.
I would.
All right, shh. Surtain. Whoa.
Whoa.
Woo.
Whoa. Wow.
I thought he was the possibility at 11. I really thought he was. I thought it was going to come down to Devonta Smith and Patrick Surtain. I really did.
Wow.
Oh, boy.
Wow,
that's big. That is big. Wow, they went corner. That is very interesting. So what does Dallas do? I'm going to put together my big board.
Oh, yeah. Do they go Farley? Yeah, because I think Surtain, oh, man, a lot of my Dallas friends are really mad because I think they were banking on Surtain.
That's what I thought Surtain was the Dallas pick.
Yep, I thought that's kind of crazy. So they may go tackle.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Wait. Well, also, you have to think about this. They still have Jalen Smith, but, Jalen.
I was thinking that.
They are going back to like a 4-3. Now, this is from my Dallas friends who, if it doesn't really matter if you run like a 3-4 or 4-3, but Dallas did switch to like running a little bit more of a 3-4 defense. And I think Jalen Smith might have struggled with that. And he was much better in like the 4-3 system, apparently. So if they don't believe in Jalen Smith, because you have to remember, that was a previous regime, technically. I know Jerry Jones is the general manager, but previous coaching staff, if they don't like what Jalen Smith has to offer, they could go Micah Parsons and then have him and Van Der Esch, and then Jalen Smith is just like kind of like an odd man out. But odds are, when Van Der Esch gets hurt, because he gets hurt every year, then you have Jalen Smith.
When you brought that up, it made I was like, kind of makes sense.
But to Dallas fans and to some, like I have one of my best friends is a Dallas fan, that wouldn't make sense to him if he would be pissed with Micah Parsons because he still very much believes in Patrick and Jalen Smith.
I'm just kind of glad we're not going corner.
Me too. Me too. I
really did not want corner.
What? They're so fun to break down.
We would have. Yeah, we would.
That would have
really
been miserable trying to break down a first round corner. Oh my god.
We would have really had to talk ourselves into like, okay, like passing league, and it would have been like it would have been
not
good
dumb. It wouldn't have been dumb, but it's not what I wanted.
No, it's not exciting, and we kind of want to be excited. It's not exciting when you're already spending like over $20 million on a corner on two cornerbacks this year anyway.
Hey guys, the greatest sports analyst of all time, Skip Bayless, has tweeted about Zach Wilson. He looks like he's 14.
Very good. I love Skip. All right. What if Dallas goes Mac Jones? How about that? What if we trade down? That's not crazy to think if we trade down. Come on, Bill. You want Justin Fields.
But who is a team that is behind the Giants that would want to jump another team that would need a quarterback?
Someone did a super chat, but I'm going to turn this. I'm not. I don't do a super chat in the next 10 minutes because we're not going to do it because there's people. Because I really don't feel like having someone spoil it. Sorry.
I'm looking at teams. Cardinals, man, and maybe they need to replace Patrick Peterson.
No, I'm talking about quarterback. Not
quarterback.
Like, who is the team that is picking behind the Giants in between, let's say, the Patriots that would need a quarterback?
All right, Justin, I need to do the ad.
All right, you need
Chicago?
me to do the ad. I got it.
I can do
Okay.
it.
Oh, you can do it. Okay, do it.
All right, you guys talk while I pull it up.
Okay. Yeah, so that's my main question. That is my main question. Before the Patriots, what is the draft order before the Patriots?
Before the Patriots, Vikings, Chargers, Eagles.
Nobody needs a quarterback. Besides, you can maybe argue the Eagles, but
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to take a
I mean,
quarterback.
like maybe the Bears, because they only have Andy Dalton for a year, so they're definitely in quarterback bridge mode. Cowboys trade the pick to the Eagles. What? What?
I didn't see this.
It's
They're getting Devontae Smith.
they're getting Devontae Smith. Those
Where I don't see the box for the
No.
actual ad. I just see the logos and stuff, Justin.
are you?
It's on Monday.com. It's on Monday.
I know I'm
the
on
app.
Talking Giants live stream. I know where it is. All I see is like the
It says full read.
Why would they?
horizontal logo.
But,
You're on the wrong
That's-
thing. It's on
What?
full read.
What? Why would they?
I'll send it to you.
I got it.
You got it. Okay.
All right. With the first, hold on.
Get it together.
With the first pick of the 2021 men's grooming draft, the Ball Jacksonville Jaguars selected Manscaped, the leader in below the waist grooming. Looks like Mel Kiper gave this an A+ grade because this pick is a major upgrade for that Bush defense. For all of my NFL draft fans, we have an exclusive 20% off promo code GIANTS at manscaped.com. The football grunt, one of our friends, he did it. He forgot the promo code. It's GIANTS. Promo code GIANTS. You are a Giants fan, the promo code is GIANTS. The reason why Manscaped is a guaranteed #1 pick is because of the performance package. This package is the ultimate men's hygiene bundle. Inside the performance package is a lawnmower 3.0 trimmer. The ceramic blade and skin-safe technology reduces nicks and snags on your saggy bag. This is the dong defense that you need. The package also includes the weed whacker, nose and ear hair trimmers. I know this is the best tool on the market for nose and ear hair. Imagine showing up to your post-quarantine date with some nose pubes popping out. Not the best look, fellas. Not the best look. The draft is a very big day for me. It's like, I'm not going to get laid tonight, but you know what I did? I shaved everything today.
Because it's really hot.
Yeah, and it was hot, and I even, I use that stuff all over. And I whenever I go to the beach, I use the ball deodorant because it helps because at the beach you're sweating and it's hot. For a limited time, buyers of the performance package receive not one but 2 free gifts. The Shed Travel Bag, $39 value added, and the patented high-performance anti-chafing Manscaped Boxer Briefs. Support the show and get 20% off plus free shipping with the code GIANTS at manscaped.com. They also have a ton of other amazing men hygiene products on their website, from disposable mats for your pubes to foot deodorant. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code GIANTS at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use code GIANTS. It's your time to upgrade the defense with the Manscaped.
Ooh.
Oh wow! Hello.
Wow.
Look at this.
Promo code Giants.
Wow.
I
Look
just
at
did
that.
it again on accident.
Oh, yeah. Let's do it again.
Yeah, I think it needs to be seen again. And what's that promo code again, Bobby? Giants.
Promo code GIANTS. All right.
Okay. No, wait, no, hang on.
Let's
Why
talk.
do the Eagles still have 2 picks on this board right now? I'm hoping ESPN's screwing with us, because if they have 10 and they have 12, what is happening?
Oh.
What is
No,
happening?
No, they just fixed it.
Okay.
All right. Dan, we're going to drop you because they got 15 seconds left.
Do it. I'm just gonna cry as they take Devontae Smith.
All right, Danny, we'll see you in a bit.
All right, see ya.
It's just me and you, my man.
Talking Giants versus the world.
So there's no way they didn't trade up for Devontae. You know what? What if they're going quarterback?
That is, I mean, the only way it would make sense for them. I don't know. It makes sense for them to go Devonta Smith. It makes sense for them to go quarterback. It really does. No, I mean, knowing them, how they took Jalen Hurts in the 2nd round, they know about wasting draft picks. And I'm not being like just a asshole Giants fan. Like, legitimate, I think Jalen Hurts is a waste of a draft pick. And the way that you don't waste that draft pick is by seeing if he actually works. So the pick
But
is
if
in.
they realize they screwed up, that it could.
And this is the same GM too. So, do you really, how much does Howie Roseman, what is his timetable? What is the timetable that ownership gave him?
But if
Is
he
the
knows
time-
that, if he knows Hurts isn't the guy and he screwed up, what if he's like, this is my last chance to get this QB right here and have fans happy about this rookie QB?
Then they should have fired him. They should have fired Howie Roseman if they figured out that Hurts was not the guy.
They should just never pick Hurts in general. Hurts was everyone said it, but it was true. It was one of the dumbest picks in the NFL draft.
So we're rooting quarterback. Like, without a doubt. We are rooting quarterback.
I don't know, because I kind of like to see them roll with Jalen Hurts. All right. The lady they have for the Eagles fan is really old.
That happens.
All right. We got almost 500 people in here. How about that?
Love it. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Let me know when I should shut up.
All right. Shh. Devontae Smith. All the wide receivers went in the top 10.
Those assholes. Scum of the earth. Philly.
So are you on Rashawn Slater right now?
Yeah. I am. Or Elijah Vera-Tucker. Yeah. Man, it is crazy how everything just changed. Nothing matters. Nothing that we think is, I did say, like, it wouldn't surprise me if both of these guys were off the board. Damn.
Tom, I have a Devontae Smith breakdown.
Yes, we have a Devontae Smith breakdown. We're on the clock.
So
we're on the clock.
We have like a million new comments, but I'm not looking at them because I know someone's in there is going to spoil it. I know. Yeah. I just know that's how people are. They think that's funny. All right. And so, Tom, for the video, have it be like a silent, silent, making the pick, our quick reaction, and then we'll go about 5 minutes, and then I'll give you a hard, like, hey, this is, that's a video. Here, watch this.
Whatever.
Oh, I didn't want to, what? He might have been having some private conversation. I could have screwed him, but I had him back. All right. Justin, retweet the Periscope video.
I just did.
Okay. All right, cool. So we got 550 people in here.
Take that.
The New York Giants are on the clock. So they traded up for a wide receiver. Somebody could trade up for a freaking quarterback right here.
I just don't think he's going to do it.
I just put out a tweet, protect Daniel Jones.
I don't think Dave Gettleman's going to do it. You know what? Then guess what? We really talk ourselves into, Darius Slayton. We really talk ourselves into John Ross. And doesn't mean that we also can't add talent wide receiver round 2. I know.
I'm fine with it, man. Get me an
I know.
lineman.
I know.
Give me my freaking hog molly.
This has been our point on the podcast about how we were saying how there's just way more depth at wide receiver and skill position, even like a tight end. If you want to go tight end in round 2, 3, rather than interior offensive line, because really the only offensive lineman that we feel comfortable taking in round 2 is Landon Dickerson. Even though a lot of people like Wyatt Davis, we don't really like Wyatt Davis. Round 3, it's like, are we going to expect Trey Smith, Aaron Banks to come in and start a guard immediately? No. So getting Rashawn Slater in here. They really like Matt Parrott, and that is my worry. It's not a worry. They like Matt Parrott, and in our eyes, Rashawn Slater is just like a really good tackle.
Whoa, we traded down.
We did?
The Bears are on the clock.
Okay.
Whoa.
All right.
So, Tom, we're going to have to put this clip on.
Well,
Let's see. All right, so let me check the detail. Let me get the details.
Get the details. And guess what? There's right turns in NASCAR.
But let me put out that tweet from Talking Giants.
There are right turns in NASCAR, even though there technically were beforehand. This is kind of wild. A lot of people saying Bateman.
Turn. Oh, no.
Man, Elijah Vera-Tucker.
First round. Next year? Wait, what?
Yeah, we need the details. (2022) first.
Danny, make sure you tweet out the details.
Yeah, tweet out the details, Danny. Somebody in the chat, let us know the details.
What are the freaking details?
I heard 2022 first rounder.
I know we got next year's first rounder, but did we get this year's first rounder?
That would be bizarre if we pulled that off. Oh my god.
What did we get? I don't know what we got.
I don't know.
I am losing my mind right now.
This is
what did
bad
we
radio.
get?
Bad radio. I'm sorry. All right, I'm checking. I'm trying to check Twitter. Trying to check Twitter.
This is really pissing. All right, Mike Garofalo. Okay, so we have the first round. We have their 20th pick. We have a 5th rounder this year, so we got a 5th round pick.
Oh, cool.
Next year's first rounder and next year's 4th round pick. Whoa, Dave freaking Gettleman, baby. How about that?
Yep. This is how you win in the NFL. You acquire draft picks, and really, what Dave Gettleman did last year. What do we have? 10 draft picks, Bobby. We had 10 draft picks last year. You're bound to hit on some of them, and that's exactly what happened. We hit on our 7th rounder. We hit on Tay Crowder. We feel good about Carter Coughlin. So the more chances that you can get to win the lottery and to strike gold, it is so much better. And honestly, I would have said that I would have expected Micah Parsons before I would have expected Dave Gettleman to trade down. This is kind of cool. This is really cool.
This is awesome, man. Now it sucks because it's like I wanted Rashawn Slater, so you kind of lose that. But what if Elijah Vera-Tucker? If Elijah Vera-Tucker fell there, I would lose my mind.
I don't know if the Vikings are going to let Elijah Vera-Tucker go.
I hope. Hopefully they don't get Rashad Bateman. If they don't get Rashad Bateman, we're going to feel really good about this. This draft episode is going to be a ton of fun. I think they're going to go edge, though. I think that's what they want, is they have their edge and target, and they want to see – they want to get the number 1 edge on the board, and that's what they're going to do. I really do think that's what they're looking for.
Yeah. Aziz.
I wouldn't love it, but I'd be okay with it.
Who would you be more okay with, Kwity Paye or Aziz Ojulari?
Kwity Paye. I would like Joe Tryon over Aziz. I have Aziz like 5.
Yeah, I know you're a big guy of if you don't do well against good competition, right?
Yeah. JOK could be it. Micah Parsons.
Ooh.
Micah Parsons could fall.
Yeah.
And we got a 5th man. So we got extra. We get an extra. Now we have 7 players to talk about. How about that? Who do the Bears going? Here we go. Hopefully the Bears suck.
They're just chatting. Andy Dalton QB1.
I really do hope the Bears suck. Zaven Collins, Kevin Witter said. Thank you for the
maybe donation. That'd be something. He has like really good. He's not an edge rusher, but he has.
Someone
like good...
said we have to mention what they traded down to. They traded down to the 20th overall pick. We have pick number 20. We get next year's first round. We get this year's 5th round, or this year's 4th round, I think, and then next year's 5th round, correct?
2022 4th round and 5th round this year. If I heard you correctly.
What about Tevin Jenkins? Oh my gosh, dude, this could be. This is crazy.
If you take Tevin Jenkins, then I think you should have taken Rashawn Slater.
I'd rather get Tevin Jenkins than an extra 1st round pick for next year. Here we go.
QB1, Andy Dalton.
All right, so you guys are going to see me make a Twitter video. How about that?
And I'm going to be quiet.
Well, I'll just turn your volume all the way down so you can go. So, all right. Let me find the details. Hold on. Sorry. Let's see.
I don't think the Giants would trade back up just because they traded down.
Right turns in NASCAR. Dave Gettleman trades down. I'm sure Joe Judge had a little part of it, but wow. Giants get back the 20th overall pick in this draft, a 5th round in this draft, and then a 1st rounder next year. That's good job, New York Giants. You got an extra 1st rounder and then a 4th rounder next year. What do I think the Giants are going to do? I really think they're looking for their edge. I don't know who it's going to be, but I think they've identified their edge and they want them to fall. But even with what happens, you could see Mac Jones going. Elijah Vera-Tucker could be there. You know, maybe they even like a Tevin Jenkins or Darashaw type. Micah Parsons could fall. There's a lot of options. There's a lot of good players that are going to be there at pick 20. It's going to be interesting to see. Man, trade down. It's exciting. I thought I wouldn't be excited about it because I get so hyped for Rashawn Slater, and I did want Rashawn Slater. We could have had Rashawn Slater, but I like it. Let's go Big Blue. All right, I'm back.
Accumulate those draft picks, baby. Accumulate those assets. That's what you got to do. Bears took Fields. Yes.
I'm back.
All right, now Dallas. Surtain's gone.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Dallas could take Slater. Dallas is, Slater's sitting right there pretty for him. Man. So the Bears are Andy Dalton, Justin Fields. The Bears won how many games this year with Nick Foles? How many games did they win? 7?
9. I think they went 9-7.
Like they went 9-7. So
some
do we
were with
think
Trubisky though? They were with Trubisky at the end of the year.
Yes. So do we think that they win more games, or they're about the same this year?
Win more. They're going to win more. They have a good team, man. They have a good team.
They do. They've always had a good team. It's just been the quarterback.
We played them too. I was really hoping to play them without a quarterback. So I like this. I like that pick a lot for Dallas. I hate when people text me.
You mean Chicago?
Yes. I really do think Chicago. So now Dallas is on the clock. What does Dallas do?
Slater. Their corners are gone.
They want to go. What? I could see Jerry Jones falling in love with JOK, or even Zaven. If they don't want to take a chance on Micah Parsons.
Parsons is still here.
I know, man. Micah Parsons at 20 would be nuts, dude. That's somebody I would have been very happy with at 11.
Dallas is going Slater. Safety. Somebody's saying safety.
Safety. Let's relax now. I got like chills in my spine right now.
It's extremely hot.
So my mom is probably watching this on Facebook because she follows Talking Giants on Facebook, and she's like, "You need to cut your hair." It's like, Mom, I'm working right now. But I love Mom for loving.
You know what? My mother would say the same exact thing to me. Just like I'm doing something important, and just like coming in here, just saying something totally random, totally unnecessary. All right, pick is in for the Cowboys.
It was like a little shorter. And so thank you, Mom. All right, pick is in. Posting to Instagram. Wow. That's pretty crazy.
There's right turns in NASCAR.
I mean, that is a huge win. Like, not only did we trade back and get extra capital, we have an extra 1st round pick.
Yep.
That's nuts.
That's insane.
When we talked trading back, we never thought about getting another 1st.
No, we just we simply remember how happy we were with that stupid PFF.
We were to trade back 2 spots and get a 3rd round pick. We're like, that's awesome.
Yep.
Wow, good job, Dave Gettleman, man.
Obviously
said I've tried. I
don't want to get fleeced.
So now you can't make that joke anymore, which is funny.
I don't want to get fleeced.
I cannot wait to record tonight. I really can't wait. I am so excited to record the podcast. Wow. Like last year was very fun because it was like, this is my guy. We're not having to depend on other teams. Like, I just want my guy. Like that was what made it exciting, and my guy was I was like one of the very few people on the Andrew Thomas train. So it was a lot of like, hey, let's listen to what Bobby says. He's the Andrew Thomas guy. Or this year, like, do we get that same buzz? Besides the normal draft buzz. Now I'm freaking excited.
All right, I need to find an Elijah Vera-Tucker clip of him like pancaking somebody.
Someone said he did get fleeced. Are you kidding me? You don't. There's people that are mad.
Why? Like, who do they want? Parsons, Slater?
We got an extra first-round pick. We're not going to win the Super Bowl this year. We have Slater, Parsons, Elijah Vera-Tucker on the board. They probably want their best edge.
Yes, we did get the 20th. People are asking if we got the 20th.
Yes, we got the 20th.
We got the 20th pick for the Bears.
How do people not know that by now? No offense. But.
It's okay. It's okay. Some people aren't watching. Some people are just watching us, which I really appreciate that.
I know. It's fun. It's over 600 people in here. How about that?
Yeah.
You were worried about numbers. All right.
I was worried. All right, what do we got? What do we got going on? Am I being quiet for no reason?
Who is this?
Somebody who's very excited.
Where are they doing this for a first-round pick?
Yeah, it's like, let's just...
I was going to make a joke.
It's like for like pandemic recovery things, and it's like...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's stop being dicks.
Micah Parsons. Wow.
Oh, they went Parsons.
Yeah.
All right. So what I said before, it fits. So I have a feeling.
Parsons.
I have a feeling. Yeah, Micah Parsons. I have a feeling a lot of Dallas fans are not happy. Like a ton.
What do you think they wanted here?
They wanted a corner, so they're pissed about not getting a corner. But they really believe in Jalen Smith.
There's people who are really mad right now. That's kind of crazy.
About the Giants?
Yeah, I guess there's a lot of people who wanted Micah Parsons really bad. So I understand that. You had your guy you identified.
Yeah, but really, it's but if the Giants can fill a position of need, whether that be edge rusher, whether that be interior offensive line, if the Giants can fill a position of need, even if they want to go wide receiver at 20, which is wild, if they want to go Bateman, which it's a possibility, Bobby. If they could fill a position of need while getting extra draft capital for this year and a substantial extra first-round pick next year, like that is a win.
A first-round pick next year. That is so huge.
That is a win.
That's how teams get back to this. That's how teams get to the Super Bowl, is by trades like this.
Yes.
So it sucks in the moment, like if you have your player, but that's how teams win Super Bowls, is by doing that. So, wow.
Yeah.
So I thought Micah Parsons might fall just in general, but well.
All right, what do the Chargers need? So this is where the draft gets kind of interesting, because now we're at the point where QB needy teams aren't really as frequent. Eagles went, they got their guy. Chargers, they obviously have their QB. Minnesota has their QB. New England may take Mac Jones, but I wouldn't be surprised if they passed on Mac Jones. So, now what do these teams need? Bobby, I think Vera-Tucker's going to go to Minnesota.
You can come back on.
All right, I'll hop back on in 1 second.
All right, no rush to you. I think the Chargers are going to go Slater, though.
Yeah. Micah Parsons is very happy.
Protect their QB.
And then I think Minnesota may go back-to-back interior offensive lineman. They may go Vera-Tucker. That's what I'm feeling.
Wow.
Oh, man. I am so I'm going to need to take a shower after this. I think we want edge rusher at 20. I think you're right. Now, Bob, let me ask you a question, Bobby.
We should make a right turn in NASCAR shirt, but
Let me ask you a question, Bobby. So I had a lot of people. So beat reporters were asking about edge rusher. So do you think that? No, I kind of gave away my answer. What my answer to this?
Would he pay?
No, because beat reporters were constantly just bringing up edge rusher, edge rusher, edge rusher, edge rusher, and then they made it sound like, oh, Dave Gettleman is talking a lot about edge rusher. But I'm thinking to myself, no, it's because you're asking about edge rusher. It's not necessarily because he's bringing it up naturally. So I'm not sold that they're going to go edge here.
And would
Because-
Quiddipe fit what they're looking for as far as like, an outside linebacker?
Yeah.
Where I
Drops
think he
back
does
into
it
coverage?
run and pass, but dropping back into coverage, he doesn't have experience. Elijah Vera-Tucker can very well fall. A team could just like not draft a guard, and we could get Elijah Vera-Tucker.
I think Minnesota's going to take him.
Danny, we
something
traded back. How about
Wait,
that?
really? I didn't. When I saw the Giants traded a pick, I was so confused. I thought it was like a graphic change. And then I saw the Bears. I remember like me and Justin like jokingly saying like, "Oh, maybe the Bears would trade up to take a quarterback." Nevertheless, they did.
Yeah.
But what a trade! That's a solid trade for the Giants. To me, you moved down 9 picks. You get Chicago's future first. No guarantee they're going to be good. What a time to be alive right now.
Cool Breeze said, stack picks when you're rebuilding, not when you need to win ASAP. All right, tell that to the Baltimore Ravens, bro. Simple as that. Baltimore Ravens every single year. They acquire picks, they acquire picks, they acquire picks. And you win in the NFL long-term by building picks in the NFL draft. Doesn't matter if you're in a win-now mode. Doesn't matter if you're rebuilding. Guess what? The Giants are picking at 11 for a reason. It's because they're not the best football team in the world. So take advantage of picking at 11. Take advantage of a team that wanted to get a quarterback and take advantage of having an extra first-round pick next year. Because it's not like they just acquired 4th and 5th round picks that could be nobodies, right? They got an extra first-round pick next year, so that's a player.
First-round pick is that's a freaking big deal.
That's a player next year that could contribute immediately. That's two players,
and that's also insane because like no team was willing to part with their picks next year. Remember that Ian Rappaport report because they liked that draft class so much, and then the Chicago just giving the Giants an extra first, and there's no guarantee Chicago's going to be good. Chicago could suck for all we know. They could have a top 5 pick. Just imagine that the Giants are in such a good position. And 20, they could still get a solid player like Jalen Phillips, or like a Tucker you guys are talking about. There's still so many good quality players on the board. It's insane. And yeah, they're not like back at 30. They're 20. There's going to be plenty of players available.
And the difference is it's players that we feel comfortable with taking at 20 that we didn't feel comfortable taking at 11. And we were worried. We were so worried that the Giants were going to reach for a Jalen Phillips at 11. The Giants were going to reach for a Quiddipe at 11. The Giants were going to reach for, I wouldn't even really gotten that upset or disappointed with Elijah Vera-Tucker, but the Giants maybe would have reached for a guard at 11. Now they not only can get positions of need, but they have built and set themselves up for more long-term success in the future, which is something that really I wish they would have done a couple years ago in terms of acquiring draft assets. But they had 10 draft picks last year, and they had 3 first-round picks in 2019, even though they had to give up assets to get back into the first round.
I need to formulate a good tweet.
I feel like
what sucks about
Tom,
streaming is I'm not great at tweeting. He
Time
did our reaction of the trade down.
Tom, can you get my reaction to that trade down conversation about from the second that I asked about the second that I read this Cool Breeze comment, and then clip that initial thought. If you can clip that and send it in Slack, that would be great. Thank you, Tom.
Yeah, and I mean, like you said, we've been asking for them to do it. Obviously, they didn't do it in years prior, but guess what? They did it now. And if you're complaining about an extra first-round pick, there's just
I understand the whole notion of if you're in a win now, you want to take the best player available, right? But the best teams in the National Football League are acquiring draft picks. That is what they are doing. And the best teams in the National Football League are not spending like banshees in free agency like the Giants are. Now, I'm not hating what the Giants did in free agency. They're going for it. I can't hate it. And clearly they must have saw what was going on. They must have saw what was going on at 11 and been like, you know what? This isn't for us. And they didn't just cave and reach for a player, which that's what we were. If the Giants caved and they reached for a player that they didn't like, then we would be mad. We would be mad at them. So that's also the other alternative. And if you wanted Parsons, I'm sorry. There were concerns. He opted out of the 2020 season. I can imagine Dave Gettleman being a little bit old school and somebody that may have opted out of the 2020 season. I could see Dave Gettleman not really being in love with that guy. And he mentioned that. He mentioned that in some of his press conferences, like that he is a little hesitant for guys that haven't been in pads for, some of them almost 2 years.
Interesting question here. Rashad Bateman, is he now in play?
Yeah, I think he is.
So, I'm not sure if I meant to be muted there. So
no, he's muted, but I think he doesn't want to comment.
No,
Yeah,
I didn't realize I was muted. I'm not a huge fan of Bateman. I think he's a second-round wide receiver.
Actually, I'm guessing Slater's the Chargers pick here because they're like.
Wait, Bobby.
What?
Coney ASAP. The
What'd he
dude that
say?
can see the future.
What do you say?
He told us since like the middle of this offseason that the Giants were going to trade back.
Coney ASAP knows the future. That
he can see the future.
Who's this guy?
And you know what's crazy? I was about to roast him. I saw him commenting in the chat a couple times, and I was about to roast him towards the beginning of the stream and say, Coney ASAP says that he can see the future. Giants ain't going nowhere. Giants ain't trading back. I want Coney ASAP. If you have a Twitter, contact me on Twitter. I want to send you something. I want to buy you a shirt.
Aha.
I do.
They showed a camera on Elijah Vera-Tucker for the Chargers before the Chargers pick.
Oh, was that not Slater?
But I don't think Slater would fall where I think Elijah Vera-Tucker, because he is a guard, could fall. You know what I mean?
They're
weird if that sounds.
They're definitely going one of the two.
What if they don't? That'd be funny.
Bobby, we talked after that Seattle game. You know, that Seattle game was like the best.
Rashawn Slater. He's gone. I'm okay with that. You know what? It sounds weird, but I'd rather it be him than Elijah Vera-Tucker. You know?
I think Minnesota's going to get AVT right now. That's my bet.
You think?
But
they went interior O-line like 2 years ago.
I think they could do it again. I mean, who else is here? Who else is here that is like legitimately like I'm seriously, who else is here that's like legitimately a better player?
Where's Mel's best remaining
AVT's played the last 2 years. He's played two
Slater breakdown.
Yes. Tom? Who else is here that's like who's like a really good player? I want to see I need to see a big. Is there like a live big board of like players that are remaining?
I think ESPN has it.
ESPN live big board. This is like uncommon for us because the Giants never pick this late.
Yeah.
so we need to like who's actually left.
That's the
JOK.
I would be down with that.
JOK is like the best. I think JOK might be the best player on the board right now.
On my like big board thing I did the other day for like my top 10, right now mine would be Elijah Vera-Tucker, Kwity Paye, Jalen Phillips, and JOK are the 4 left.
Caleb Farley, Fonts.
I like him, but it's the injury stuff, you know. Like, I mean, that's it, you know.
Yeah, and I think Justice said it. They went after Adoree Jackson. It's hard to see them taking a corner, at least in the first round.
Yeah, ESPN has JOK as the best player on the board, and then Elijah Vera-Tucker second. So I don't think Vera-Tucker's dropped into the Giants. I think he's that good, and I'm happy that I'm going to be right.
All right, so Mac Jones.
Did you see it on Twitter, Justin, or something?
No. I'm saying that ESPN has JOK and AVT as the 2 best players left on the board.
Josiah said, "I'm done with this draft. See you next year." All right, we'll see you, Josiah.
I'm looking forward to our 2 first-round picks next year.
See you.
Hope you join us. All right, so Mac Jones is probably going to New England. Minnesota, Justin believes AVT is going there. Arizona, I got no clue what their needs are.
So my wide receiver big board is
Arizona. Low-key needs a tackle, guard.
Yeah, what wide receiver is it? Elijah Moore, Rashad Bateman, blah blah blah.
I'm not going to answer who the Giants got for their picks anymore. I'm just
look it up. Giants trade. If you Google Giants trade, you will find
Vikings are trading. Nobody's trading up for a guard, right?
No, the Mac Jones.
The Jets to the Jets.
The Jets.
Now they can go. They're going to go Elijah Vera-Tucker.
They're going to go AVT. Yep.
There's no way they're not trading. There's no way they're not trading up for an offensive lineman.
Dude, that's a fun combo on the left side.
Yeah, it really is.
If they choose.
Makai Becton, AVT. Ooh. Oh, Bobby, that just makes your offensive line breakdowns actually that much more fun.
But I'm not going to do AVT because he's a guard. I do tackles.
You can look at Becton and comment on AVT.
But I'm only doing the rookies. I'm not going to do Becton again, you know, because like people know their offensive lineman by year 2.
That's. I'm trying to think. Oh yes. Oh yeah. Oh AVT. Yeah, I forgot.
You're Giants fans or Jet fans?
Do you think the Patriots go? Someone asked if we're Giants or Jets fans.
Yes.
You know, the title doesn't give it away. Mark's saying Bobby guards. Yeah, but it's a lot of work. My rookie breakdowns next year will be Slater, Sewell, Jenkins, and Darashaw most likely.
Yeah.
So
Are you gonna be picky about if anybody's like a left tackle or a right tackle, and you're only gonna do left tackles?
Probably not, because it's gonna be individual videos, so I'll get them out quicker. Yeah. Where it's not like I have to do one long video.
Oh my god! I may need to take a break soon. My butt's hurting me. I'm sweating. I'm gonna grind through. This is my punishment.
Last time someone got up, Bobby's Wi-Fi.
That's true. I can't get up.
You can't get up.
Can't get up. I can't even get up to get water or anything.
All right, so
it will be a guard at 20. Watch. Well,
no, we're running out of guards again.
If Elijah Vera-Tucker is picked, then it will probably not be a guard.
If you like Alex Leatherwood at 20, then
Tevin Jenkins would be really fun at 20. I would like that.
But he's a tackle.
Okay. I would like that.
I'm not really used to it.
He has some guard experience too.
He has some guard experience. Bobby, I'm really this is the difference between what we want and what we think. What we think, we know the Giants love Matt Parrott. We know it.
Yeah.
You know,
and that would stink. That would stink to like that would stink to trade back to 20. I don't know. I don't know.
It's a cruel business.
I'm overthinking it. Overthinking if we possibly pick a Jenkins.
I just had a funny thought. It's like, man, did they take like Travis Etienne?
Shut up, Danny.
I'm not used to the Giants picking past 10 o'clock. I'm usually like,
I know, dude. It's been since Evan Engram.
Yeah, Evan Engram was our last like pick in the 20s.
I'm actually gonna tweet that.
Oh god, that was kind of funny. Oh, we need a report from Snacks asking how did like the LPG event react to the trade.
I'm tweeting. Are we all tweeting something?
Yes. Bobby's tweeting.
Okay, Danny, talk to yourself.
I'll talk to myself. So, like 10 o'clock, pick for the Giants, it's quite weird. Like, I'm usually at this point in draft just satisfied. I'm just looking for any surprises. But no, I still have a stake in this. We still have a stake in this draft. And Mac Jones is probably going to New England. That's kind of funny. I have a New England Patriots friend that he's not a happy camper right now. So,
do we think the Patriots go Mac Jones? I just did my tweet.
Yes. Yeah, I was just talking about that. Yes.
Yeah, that's what made me think of it.
Oh, that was your tweet.
My tweet? No.
Oh, I thought that was your tweet.
No. Tevin Jenkins doesn't have guard experience. I don't know why I said that.
Wait, so Bobby, what's the thoughts on this? This Christian Darrisaw. Could he move to guard?
No, he's a tackle.
He's a tackle. I hate doing those conversations. Like, oh, can he move to guard?
I don't think they would draft Tevin Jenkins or Darrisaw. I don't think we're going unless AVT somehow falls.
What's the Notre Dame player's name you interviewed?
Dalen Hayes.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just
So JOK's name is Jeremiah Owusa Koromo, right? That's how you pronounce it? Okay.
We'll go with that. Oh, crap. That means I need to get new photos now. Wait, these photos are now all useless.
Oh, all mine are useless too. Damn it.
All right, so I have a tweet. I'll read my tweet. You win in the NFL by acquiring draft picks and players under cheap rookie deals. The draft is truly a lottery, and the more tickets you buy, the better chance you have to hit. Love trading down and not reaching for a player at 11 the Giants like. Tweet. I guarantee you a lot of other people have said the same thing, but I said it on stream. So, calm yourselves.
Wow. Dude, this draft was missing excitement last year.
Do we have a Jets pick yet?
No.
No, but someone replied to my tweet saying AVT is gone, so I don't know.
It's probably
It makes too much sense for them to. Yeah.
Unless they want to take a corner. I mean, like, but no.
Oh my God! I published this tweet 40 seconds ago. It has 30 likes.
It's AVT. The chat's saying it.
Yeah.
It just makes
Cool.
too much sense.
There is no way they weren't trading up for AVT.
I mean, what do they give up? But I low key love how they love him because I love him. I love AVT. Loved AVT.
I said the Jets were going to be the team that wins the draft.
And they have the draft capital to trade up. So it's not even like I just asked what are they giving up? They have the draft capital to trade up for a player that they like, so go and do it.
Yep. So Elijah Vera-Tucker.
Cool. Good
Makes
for
sense.
them. Good for them. Good for them.
Hey, I mean, the Jets and Giants being good is just good for business. That rivalry has sucked these past.
I still don't
few
think the
years.
Jets are going to be good.
They're taking the right steps. Why is Mac Jones is on the phone, so New England's taking him. But that rivalry needs some spice.
Does Zach Wilson have an H in it?
Excuse Zachary?
Yeah, it does.
Yes, it does.
It does.
Oh, I just burped. Excuse me.
That's a left side right there. You know what?
Yep. That's a damn good left side too for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
If Mekhi Becton can stay healthy, that's the cliche phrase that everybody likes to use. If this player can stay healthy. And Vera-Tucker is going to help Mekhi Becton. And like Bobby said, he has that tackle experience, so he's going to inevitably help him out because he knows both positions very well. And dude, Vera-Tucker's nasty. He's a nasty football player. Like, watch, they're showing the highlights on ESPN. I hope they show some clips from Notre Dame. He just took care of dudes against Notre Dame in 2019. It was so fun.
Left guard, Mekhi Becton, Elijah Vera-Tucker. That is a good. So that's a haul, man.
Posting on Instagram. There we go. Okay.
It's kind of
Now-
crazy. Robert Saleh hasn't didn't get a defensive player in the first round. Guess there's still time to trade up. So it shows.
I mean, they had a lot. Didn't the Jets have a decent amount of opt-outs?
Mosley, I think that was kind
Mosley, that's probably it. Who do they have at edge?
I need to look at the Jets defense.
Yeah, what are the draft what draft picks do the Jets have left?
Jets draft.
The Jets they just put a Mac Jones graphic up for the Jets on accident, so that means the Patriots are getting Mac Jones.
Yikes!
Yeah. That's funny. The Jets have
Yikes!
34 tomorrow, 66 and 86 tomorrow. Then 1 in the 4th, 2 in the 5th, 2 in the 6th.
They got picks.
They can grab a defensive player in the second round.
Yeah, or if they
You know,
want
maybe
or if they want to
maybe
move back.
Collins. Collins
wanna
is
go-
there.
Yeah, they want to go into the back end of the first round. They can probably get something.
GT, if you can't update the Rashawn Slater breakdown.
How's the channel doing right now? How many subs we up to? We almost to 10K.
We're at 9,800. We're trying to get to 10K. So if somehow you're in this and you're not subscribed, please subscribe.
Yes, please.
If you're not already, please.
I would
subscribe
love.
if you're not
I definitely
already.
think we're gonna get to 10K by the end of this weekend.
we can. Well, I mean, I think we should get there by tomorrow morning.
It's true. Sure, we're gonna have so if you're new here, we'll kind of break it down a little bit. First of all, Alex Crook, thank you for giving the super chat. You didn't leave a comment, but thank you so much. We appreciate you, Alex. Mark will just try to subscribe twice. Oh, hold on, shut up.
Thank you, Tuto, my guy. Forget about it. They're doing one of the COVID guys.
All right, so yeah, if you're new here, we're a podcast. We're called Talking Giants. We have episodes over the off season, twice a week on Tuesdays and Fridays. Bobby does a lot of other fun stuff, film breakdowns. I'm more of like an analytics stats guy. Danny King is our weatherman, and he also has a lot of other nicknames like Elevator Dan, Blue Chew Dan. Bobby Skinner's a big film breakdown guy, and we have a lot of fun here. So we do some live streams every once in a while, but we're mainly like a podcast. So twice a week we interview a lot of fun people too. So
Right,
Check
that's
us out.
done, Ed. Mac Jones to the Patriots.
All right.
Patriots don't have to trade up and they get their quarterback. How about that? The Tom Brady guy. Makes sense. It makes sense for Bill.
Yep.
Do you think Cam plays to start the year?
Yes.
Oh, my guy Mac Jones is walking on a mission.
Jets picked Elijah Vera-Tucker. Oh man,
Mac Jones is a goofball.
All right, so who's in that? All right,
This is
Arizona.
coming from.
Here, Keenan left the chat. Let me pull it up. What are the updated projections, fellas? Some combo of edge, O-line at 20 in round 2. So right now, Kwity Paye and Jalen Phillips and JOK are the top of my big board. Zaven Collins would probably be the updated 4.
Azeez Ojulari is.
I'm gonna have to put together a list and put that together.
what
What if we trade down again?
Arizona ESPN says the best fit for Arizona right now is Paye, but I feel in my bones they want a corner, and that man's Caleb Farley. That's my gut.
All right, so let's go through some names right now. Kwity Paye, Jalen Phillips. Let's put Ojulari in there. I'll put Tryon on there, but he's not some like I wouldn't be huge on Ojulari or Tryon at 20. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I would be fine. I would like Ojulari.
I love the trade.
I would be fine with that.
Ball at 20. Yes, love your guys' work. Rondale Moore. Okay, so wide receivers: Diami, Rondale. Let's throw Bateman in there because he is projected in the first round.
He's
corner Caleb Farley. That would be the one that I've watched. I haven't watched Greg Newsome. It would really suck if we drafted somebody I haven't watched. That would really. I would have to just cram film in all night. We'd be recording very late if they picked someone we didn't watch. That would actually suck now that I'm thinking about it. Oh man. Oh boy, that was gonna suck. That's really gonna suck if we didn't watch our first round player. All right, so linebacker, JOK, Zaven Collins.
Jason Owa, I feel like we're forgetting about him too.
Do you think he's all right?
Because I mean, you have a Penn State connection here.
Wait, who?
Jason Owa.
Oh. Christian Barrymore? Fonts? Did I say that's not his name, is it?
Yeah.
What about him? The Giants getting a little freaky?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
So
no
tight end. If they were to go offensive tackle, which I do not think they will go, Jenkins and Darashaw. No running back, no quarterback, tight end, offensive line, wide receiver went through, edge we went through, linebacker, corner. So we got 5, 8. We got some names.
Away, Kwity Paye, Azeez Ojulari, Jalen Phillips, Gregory Rousseau.
I think people would lose their shit on that.
I wouldn't at 20.
Keith says, I love your work, guys. Go Big Blue. Thank you. Besides Kenny Galladay, which free agent pick are you most excited about? So Adoree Jackson would be the easy one. I think Danny Shelton is the most underrated one. Kyle Rudolph. How are they going to make that work? I think I'm excited to see how they make that work.
Yep.
If Evan Engram is still on the team, you know.
Yep.
I'm in agreement with that one.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'm excited about him too.
I think it's going to be Ojulari. That is my guess right now. Is it's going to be.
I would agree with Ojulari. Ojulari is my thinking about how what the Giants really like. They like a guy that drops back into coverage. They like an edge rusher that's pretty long. This is even just Dave Gettleman. This isn't even Joe Judge. What is Joe Judge too? Because they prioritized giving snaps to Lorenzo Carter and Kyler Fackrell last year, even though a lot of people think that at least O'Shane Zimenez and Marcus Golden, they were more talented pass rushers, but they were very much beating out. What am I trying to say? Fackrell and Carter were beating out the other two guys.
Yeah, I put them in the private. I put them in the private chat. Okay,
I saw.
That's what I'm hoping for. So, Man, not having an offensive lineman there does kind of put a little damper on it, but it's okay.
Hey, but I mean, there's still, they believe in the young guys in the building, and that doesn't mean that they can't get depth in rounds 3. How about Landon Dickerson round 2? How about that?
Yeah. Cardinals. Zaven Collins. Wow. Okay.
You go linebacker back to back.
Zaven Collins would have been. I know JOK would have been my. Yeah. Okay.
It's so strange how the Cardinals took a player without a position last year in Isaiah Simmons, and then when JOK was on the board this year, they took Zaven Collins. Very strange.
That is good. No, yeah, that is weird.
I'm
Didn't they just
gonna
find the Devontae guy? What position do you prefer the Giants get at 20? I think out of the guys we have left, edge, right?
Yeah,
or JOK,
yeah.
but I just don't see JOK happening.
Like before, like 11 at edge, I wasn't feeling it. 20 at edge, I'm feeling it now.
I would prefer if JOK is on the board at 20. I would like JOK. Not betting on it, but I would like, because I think he's the best player available.
All right, I'm going to put together my big bet board. So number 1, Kwity Paye. Number 2, Jalen Phillips. Number 3, Jeremiah Owusu Kora. I think I just got this dude's name right off rip.
Good for you. He should be a Giant.
It's better than me.
I got the O and the A mixed up at the end, but that was actually a typo. All right, so so right now we're going. Let me go through my big board. 1, Kwity Paye. 2, Jalen Phillips. 3, Jeremiah Owusu Koromoa. Do I say one of the wide receivers? Caleb Farley. I'm going to say Tevin Jenkins as my 4. That's okay?
That sounds solid.
Tevin Jenkins. I'm going to say Caleb Farley is my 5th.
We just got a tweet that said the YouTube stream is 6 minutes and 10 seconds behind.
There's no way.
That is impossible.
There's no way we're that far behind.
I would get it for like a minute behind. No way we're 6 minutes and 10 seconds behind.
I mean, I don't know what's actually happening in real time in the NFL draft right now, but the YouTube stream is not very much delayed from like my lips to the actual stream.
Let me pull it up from my YouTube. How about that? Let's see what.
All right, Evan. All right, people are saying not behind. All right, so that's fine.
I bet you hate your pillow, and this is why.
Mute the ad, or mute yourself.
Yeah, we're not behind.
Yeah, we're not behind. People in the chat have given reassurance. All right, thank you.
Mr. Chicken said Barrymore is now in play. That would be. I wouldn't be happy with that. I'm going to say Caleb Farley is my 5. So that feel like a good top 5? Ryan Dunleavy said Jason Owe could be in play.
Yeah, I think he is in play. Knowing how everybody thought that everybody was that Joe Judge and Patrick Graham, they were scouting Micah Parsons when they went to the Penn State Pro Day, and they were talking to everybody, but they were talking to Owe too.
Yeah. Someone says Twitter is calling for Owe. Being on the stream where you really do lose the thing.
Yep.
So I guess we should do another ad read before. We can do both ad reads before.
Yes, we should.
Okay, so
here's the name the league is buzzing about for the Giants. Jason Owe. That's what Ryan Dunleavy said.
Yep.
But the guy I talked to didn't say that. Let me see what Dan Duggan's saying.
So I'll hop off at Miami so you guys can do your video.
Okay. Favorite pick of the night, Jason.
That's it. But
I'll be targeting edge rusher. All right, so I'm putting out my big board.
Put out your big board. Put her out.
Put her out.
As they say in NASCAR. Right turns.
Hopefully, we don't get freaking
Yeah,
demonetized.
Mr. Brownstone did post a picture of them talking to away, and he thought it was Parsons. So yeah, that famous it's I don't want to say famous picture. It was tossed around that Joe Judge and Patrick Graham were in the same shot with the guy from Penn State, and you saw like the back turned to him, and it was away, and it was not Parsons.
But
So I'm hoping for pay at this point.
We got a funny comment. Mark said, you guys are delayed a bit. Are we taking Andrew Thomas or what? Funny comment.
Mark. Yeah, my guy is Phillips. That's who.
I think that's a lot of people's guy right now.
But it's the injuries. I don't hate like the injury concern because like he had some crazy injuries when I was like, dude, was it some nasty injuries?
Yeah, I have a feeling they may go safe, and safe is Kwity Paye. Safe is Jason Oweh. I mean, I think Kwity Paye is just the safest pick.
Like the problem is I can't speak ill on Paye, mainly since I didn't do much of my research into him. Since I was like, no shot, we're taking him at 11. Now we're at 20. Now it's a totally different ball game. So now I got some work to do in my spare time to learn more about the dude.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'll tell you what.
That guy replied again. No. I just south blocked him. That guy is so annoying.
You know, and I'll tell you what about these Giants edge rushers. You know, it's always going to baffle my mind that they're going to prioritize this versatility and just being good against the run and being okay against the pass versus a guy that's just naturally a good and gifted pass rusher. Mm-hmm. It's very strange. I mean, it worked. It worked for them last year because they were 19th in blitz rate, and Leonard Williams led the way, and they were 10th in pressure rate. So they did fine.
Raiders
they did
pick.
fine in that regard. Raiders pick.
Pick
Who
it
they
then.
pick?
Alex Leatherwood. Whoa!
That I read that. I was like, I had to do a double check.
Was that the Raiders?
Raiders.
Yes.
They always like to go out of the blue.
John Gruden just likes having fun with it.
There
Raiders gonna Raiders.
There was a lot of people that said that Micah Parsons would fit perfectly with the Raiders because of his character flaws and concerns, and Micah Parsons would look good in silver and black. Alex Leatherwood looks pretty good too, though. I'll say. Good for him. Glad he's a first-round pick. I like him. Good footwork. Good depth on his pass sets.
What was that tweet I just read?
My Jami's picking again. They could get Parsons. We're coming up. We're coming up.
Would you say they can get Justin Parsons?
You know what? Someone I had
Parsons. No, Parsons. They can't get Parsons.
Yeah.
Parsons already gone.
Okay, so we have the Dolphins. What are the Dolphins?
I wouldn't mind if they got him.
What are the Dolphins going to do? And then Washington will definitely not go edge.
They need a running back, offensive guard, offensive tackle, outside linebacker, according to ESPN.
I can see them going Tevin.
Is that
what's the Giants pick? They pick 20. We're at 18 right now.
We can see ourselves again. But no, they wouldn't take Travis Etienne here, right? Right?
No, I could see it happening.
Yeah, I would say they ought to take. If I'm just looking at it.
All right, I'm gonna have to read. Is it the same ad, Justin?
Yeah, there's only one ad. So, but we can mix this up a little bit more.
Do you want me to hop out here so you guys do your thing? Get yourselves ready.
No, let me read the ad and we'll talk for a little bit.
Okay.
Oh,
what is that?
Look at that.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Dude, what?
All right. With the first pick of the 2021 men's grooming draft, the Ball Saxonville Jaguars selected Manscaped, the leaders in below the waist grooming. Looks like Mel Kiper gave this an A+ grade because this pick is a major upgrade for that Bush defense. For all my NFL draft fans, we have an exclusive 20% off promo code GIANTS at manscaped.com. So I told you guys I shaved before this. The Giants have shaved some of their options by trading down. Who's a clean cut, guy who's really Manscaped guy we're looking at right here, right? Like Tevin Jenkins is a very clean cut guy. Could be the guy. The reason why Manscaped is the guaranteed #1 pick is because of the Performance Package. This package is the ultimate men's hygiene bundle. Inside the Performance Package is the Lawnmower 3.0 trimmer. This ceramic blade and skin-safe technology reduces nicks and snags on your saggy bag. This is the dong defense that you need. If you want to get down on this hairy dong, why don't you jump right in? It's a
There's a
crotch party up in here.
here.
This package also includes the Weed Whacker nose and ear hair trimmer. I know this is the best tool in the market for nose and ear hair. Imagine showing up to your post-quarantine date with some nose pubes popping out. Not the best look, fellas. Figure it out. Their Performance Package comes with the Performance Boxer Briefs and a travel bag for you to use when you're done quarantining with some other liquid formulations like the Crop Preserver and Crop Reviver. The Crop Reviver is anti-chafing ball deodorant that ensures that your balls smell amazing. Whew. For a limited time, buyers of the Performance Package receive not 1, but 2 free gifts. The Shed Travel Bag, $39 value added, and the patented high performance and anti-chafing Manscaped Boxer Briefs. And the Dolphins don't need Manscaped. Let's be real. They're the one people that don't need Manscaped. But Jalen Phillips stays with Miami at the U. Support the show and get 20% off plus free shipping with the code GIANTS at manscaped.com. They also have a ton of other amazing men's hygiene products on their website, from disposable mats for your pubes to foot deodorant. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code GIANTS at manscaped.com. That's a 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use code GIANTS. It's time you upgrade that defense with Manscaped. Jalen Phillips stays in Miami. That's kind of cool.
Yes, and thank you, Manscaped, for sponsoring the stream. I know we mentioned in the beginning, but it's kind of cool that we're streaming the NFL draft. We're talking about the Giants, and they're kind of coming along with the ride. So thank you, Manscaped.
Yes,
thank you, Manscaped.
But so
I dropped my coconut.
I mean, the fall of Russo. Wow, he went from being like the top edge rusher of this class to the guy that replaced him went before him.
Dude, the guys that opted out, it kind of, I mean, Jamar Chase, the guys that opted out that had some question marks on him, it cost them a little bit. Micah Parsons, he kind of needed to play. I mean, it's kind of crazy that, Chase was almost consensus. Bobby was saying this, consensus wide receiver #1 or the best wide receiver in that LSU offense when they won that national championship. And he wasn't even, going up for the NFL draft, or, wasn't even eligible yet. So, the guys that had question marks on them to start the season, Gregory Rousseau included, Micah Parsons dropped a little bit, but Gregory Rousseau included, it's costing them.
Yeah. It's costing them money.
What if they win Landon Dickerson here, Justin?
Wow. He's a first-round talent, right?
Was that whole thing on the screen the whole time?
You drinking a water bottle?
Oh, okay. You saw that. I had the video still up there.
Oh.
All right, I'm going to turn the chat off because I really think.
Who is Landon? That's the center, right?
Landon Dickerson, yeah.
A little bit confused. Miami, yeah. QB, yeah, no. Offensive tackle, inside linebacker, wide receiver, tight end. Hunter Long guys available, but there's probably no reason to take him in the first round. You'll get plenty of tight ends later. Wide receiver.
You guys are breaking up. Justin
Danny's
is really bad right now.
I'm really bad?
Yeah.
Am I bad again?
Danny, you're fine.
Okay.
Justin, you're kind of like blurry.
Yeah,
Talk, Justin.
Hi.
You're good now.
You're just a little blurry. That's all it is.
All right, so I'm not looking at the chat until we make our pick because they're gonna spoil it for us.
Yeah, you can kick me out right when
when it says the pick is in. I'll.
Okay, that's good.
People that don't think Quiddy Pay is good is gonna be really freaking annoying.
It's gonna be. Oh, guys, guess what? This is how you guys stake your claim. Bobby, me and you staked on Daniel Jones. You two guys staking on Quiddy Pay if he's the pick.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not like in love with him, but I think he's the best edge.
Well, yeah, at least to me now with Jalen Phillips off the board, if edge is their guy. What the fuck was this?
Oh, let's retweet the stream.
Yep. I'm sorry. I'm putting together a tweet.
Ooh.
That's why I've been quiet.
All good in the hood.
How good? Like just a scale of 1 to 10. How do we rate this tweet we just put
This
together?
is going to be a tweet that's going to do very well because a lot of people are going to have some sort of reaction to it.
Okay. I'm liking it. What safeties are left? I don't know any of these.
Javon Holland. Javon Holland's the best safety in this. Well, no, his best safety that I like that I enjoyed the most.
Yeah,
but
not like that. Yeah, I got you.
Trevon Moorhig from TCU. Trayvon Moorhig from TCU is the second best player left on the board.
I'm almost sure it's not pronounced like that, but
whatever.
Moorhig.
I'm not even in the mood to try and pronounce it.
I miss Danny pronunciations on the show sometimes.
I need to pull out Google Translate.
Just brutal.
Kiwitty Pay. Oh, if we had to get actually no, Elijah Vera-Tucker.
This is like an important pick too.
Oh yeah. If we get Notre Dame player, it's over for me. Yeah, I'm never saying his name.
Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
I think it's Koramoah.
Koramoah. Oh.
All right, Danny, I'm gonna pop you out.
Shall I come back? Should we? What's the game plan here?
Justin, how long do you want to go after the pick?
Depends who we pick. Because if we don't know a lot about the player, then obviously we're gonna go and we're not gonna talk about it a lot.
I think we're probably gonna go 15 minutes after the pick.
Sure.
So just call me or text me what
because we want to save for the podcast.
This is you're good for the night, Dan. We're gonna only go for a few minutes afterwards, and then we have to get ready for the podcast. So,
gentlemen, it was fun.
Danny, appreciate you. We'll see you tomorrow night. Danny will be back on Snacks. I think he'll be back on tomorrow, starting at 7. For the whole damn thing. So
yeah, Snacks is going to be here for a lot of it. It's Saturday. He won't be here.
All right, see you, Danny.
See you guys.
Damn. Yeah, George says JOK reminds him of Simmons, which I disagree. I mean, they both play like they're both just versatile players. Now, Bobby would agree with JOK reminds you of Isaiah Simmons. I disagree because JOK actually plays a specific position.
Yeah, that's true.
Isaiah Simmons like created his own position. All right, the pick is in. Let me know if I should be quiet.
I had the chat closed off, by the way. I just had the private chat open, so so they don't give the pick away.
Okay.
All right, here he comes. Jamin Davis. Wow. I think that's a reach.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people like Jamin Davis or Jamin Davis, but I do think that's a reach right there.
He's raw, right?
He's raw, but he's very hesitant. I want my raw players to be aggressive. Now he's got all the tools to be a first round linebacker. So it can very well come back and he can be, he could be real deal. But I do think that is a little bit of a reach right there.
Yep. Love that it's Washington.
Yeah. All right, so we're on the clock. Wow.
We're on the clock, baby.
So who's your want right now?
I want JOK, but I think it's going to be edge.
The more I think about it, I kind of want JOK because I do think he's better than Kwity Paye.
I think he's the best player on the board right now.
Me too, but
I think there's a chance that the Giants, maybe they're having a discussion right now that maybe they traded back and they thought like, oh, we're going to get edge and that's going to be like our plan. But then it's like, oh, JOK dropped. We didn't think JOK was going to drop this far. Maybe it's like an Xavier McKinney situation last year where you don't think a player is going to drop very far, but then he did and he's here and you kind of have to grab him.
It would be so fun with Patrick Graham. He really would be. Joe Judge. I'm going to trust him. We'll see what happens.
Yep.
Jason, do you think it could be Jason? What's your reaction if it's Jason Oweh?
Another guy that's raw, right? Another guy that's just really raw. And, it's very tough we saw this with, you don't really see it with Parsons, but you saw it with Cam Brown. It's tough to evaluate these guys when I think offensively and defensively at Penn State, it's just tough to evaluate guys because they play in like a very interesting system that isn't like NFL related. Like they play more like 4-3, don't they?
Yeah. But he can be like that stack backer. I like Oweh, man. It's been a long time since we talked about him, but I mean, he's got that perfect frame for it. Awesome get off the line of scrimmage. I think he might have some hard time bending the corner, but he can work on that. Hand strike is powerful. But so, you know what?
You know what?
I think the only edge that I would be a little sketchy on,
Is Rousseau?
Yeah, Rousseau, and I wouldn't be the
Ojulari.
biggest Ojulari fan. I'm sorry. I just want to he's good and he's a perfect scheme fit. The more I'm talking about Jason Owe, the more I get kind of excited about it.
Yeah, Kwity Paye has been the name on the block the last couple days. So
I think it's gonna. Hey, Kwity Paye's family is wearing Giants gear. How about that?
They are.
Yeah, like when they went to the airport, I think it was his grandfather or something.
Look at that. Look at that. All right.
3 minutes and 40 seconds.
Wonder what the betting odds are right now. Wonder what the betting odds are.
Don't
So
look.
Edge. I'm not looking. Don't look. It's already out. All right, I'm not looking.
Oh, I don't know if it's out.
No.
I'm just saying don't look at anything because I'm sure it probably is out.
Yeah. I have a tweet ready. And low-key, I hope it's the guy that I have ready to go on the tweet.
Player that you have in mind.
Is there an offensive player? Not really.
It really for me, it's Tevin Jenkins. I don't know if I take any of the receivers here.
I mean, Elijah Moore.
I do have Giambi as 4, but Rondale Moore would be they're really because if Rondale Moore is healthy, I view him above Giambi. So if they think Rondale's healthy and stuff, that is maybe they've made the pick. They feel good. Joe Judge is looking fresh. John Mayer's in there.
They're showing offensive stats.
It's going to be Kwity Paye. It's going to be Kwity Paye.
It's going to be Kwity Paye?
I'm pretty confident it's going to be Kwity Paye.
All right. That's the safest option, I think.
They're showing the Kwity Paye family right now. So that
Right
usually means
now I'm seeing Judge and Gettleman. They're all walking around. Dave's walking around, a little all happy. John Mayer's on the phone.
My pay.
I love Joe Judge's shoes.
Profile.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the update and Kwity Paye. We got to look into the Kwity Paye story a little bit. I know Art Stapleton talked a lot about he has a really good story. So that's something we got to look into for the pod if we pick Kwity Paye and we record. Is the pick in yet for you?
It just went to pick is in.
Okay. All right. The New York Football Giants are about to improve as a football team. Where do they go? Where do they go? What do they do? Oh boy.
Oh, I gotta make sure. I gotta make sure to put the ad in the video. I'm gonna forget that.
What do you mean?
The promo code Manscaped.
Got it.
At Manscaped.
In the description.
Yeah, I have to remember to do that.
Tom,
go to do
that. Yeah, do it afterwards. Don't ask Tom to do anything. All right. What are we doing? What are we doing? Hurry up. I'm anxious. Ooh. All right, we're saving thoughts.
Pick is in.
We're going to record. Pick is in.
I think it's going to be Kwity Paye. I assume I'm guessing right. It's Kwity Paye is my edge 1. Edge 2 was Jalen Phillips. He's gone. So my next edge, let me pull up my big board, would be Joe Tryon, but I would be okay with the way. But I think it's going to be Kwity Paye. The pick is in. The pick is in. Where are you, Goodell?
Do. JOK would be cool. That would be a cool pick. Then it's what are we going to do? How are we going to use him? That could be a dude that could just fly around the football field.
Comes Roger Goodell.
All right.
Here comes Roger Goodell. The guy that he showed the thing to didn't look that excited. All right. Kadarius Toney. Whoa. That is pretty interesting. I was not expecting that.
They wanted they wanted to go after playmakers, Bobby. That's what they've been saying all offseason. You can never have enough playmakers. You can never have enough playmakers. Kadarius Toney, Bobby Skinner, you did a film breakdown on him.
I did do thank God I did a film breakdown on the New York Giants player.
Yep.
All right.
Woo!
Let's talk about it. Now, was he my best wide receiver on the board as far as I would go right now? No, he isn't. He would actually be, I would go Diami, Rondale, but Rondale has very serious injury issues, and then Toney would be the third. He's 5'11", 189 pounds. Did not have a lot of action until this past year. He was kind of a utility player, never really saw the field. Had 70 catches, 984 yards, 10 touchdowns, 14 yards per catch, and even had some carries. He's going to have to be used in a creative way. When we could talk about that with Jason Garrett. I think his speed is like at that same level of Devontae Smith. He's not that burner that Jalen Waddle is, but if you watched him in the SEC championship against Alabama corners, he was burning those guys. His route running is based off speed. Like, he wins with speed. He gets your hips open and he goes. You put him in a double move, it's dangerous. He even has some ability to snag up and leak. They use him in different ways. Wow. Kadarius Toney, man. And to go with Kenny Galladay, it's kind of a little bit of opposites. Justin, How are you feeling?
You know what? This is kind of funny how, I wanted Jalen Waddle, right? I wanted Jalen Waddle as a guy that is that opposite player of Kenny Galladay. And I'm looking right now, Kadarius Toney, he had a total of 8 touchdown passes in 2020, touchdown catches in 2020, 4 touchdowns from 20 plus yards. He was seven completions on 9 targets from 20 plus yards. He had 20 missed tackles forced. That was 5th in the nation. He had 784 slot yards. That was 6th in the nation. So Bobby, we found our slot receiver, I would say, right?
Yeah. That is going to be interesting to see where he plays year one. What happens with Sterling Shepard? Like, he's not like, but he's going to play. He'll have some outside reps. He is kind of played before between both. Yeah.
So this reinforces that notion that Sterling Shepard, even though his advanced stats of like low average depth of target and high catch rate, even though it all backs up that he's a slot wide receiver, it still backs up that, that notion, the reality that Sterling Shepard is a much better wide receiver when lined up on the outside instead of the slot. So in a way, with cutting Golden Tate, slot wide receiver was a need, and we just upgraded Golden Tate with Kadarius Toney.
But okay, so starters week 1, who do you think it is? Because do they put Shep on the outside over Darius Slayton?
I think it means more for Slayton than it does for Sterling Shepard, and Darius Slayton as a guy that just comes in and there's a little bit of a rotation. I don't think that's the worst thing in the world.
So, and with Saquon, this is a guy who can get some, shots out of the backfield. You know what? You know how, they've been bringing in some young minds on the offense and really putting people around Jason Garrett? I don't think they grab Kadarius Toney if it's just still that Jason Garrett bland offense. I really do think they're going to try different things. A lot of motion with Toney, using him and Saquon in the backfield at the same time. I think they're going to have to get really creative with this. They're going to have to get really creative with this because he does need to make an impact year one. This is a very interesting pick. He is not a cookie cutter player. He needs to be used in a different way, but they call him the human joystick for a reason. He will make you look silly. I'm excited about this.
Yes.
Like honestly, I wasn't thinking about any of the wide receivers, but I am excited about this.
Yes, I 100% am too, and I'm excited to get more into him, learn more about him, see how Florida used him, especially since he had Kyle Pitts there too. I'm looking at the little spray chart that was in terms of how many, the percentage of routes that he ran and the percentage of targets that he received. And even though he didn't have a lot of catches from 20 plus yards, the percentage of targets that he did receive and the routes that he ran from over 10 yards, it is above average. And it is in the red in terms of the how many routes he ran 10 plus yards and how many targets he got from 10 plus yards too. So that is encouraging. Definitely is encouraging.
Anything else we need to say before we close out this little video? We're gonna do some more homework on him. Check out the film breakdown. I'll put that in that 20-second thing. Check out the film breakdown of Kadarius Toney. Very interesting pick for the New York Giants. We'll have a podcast out in the morning. So yeah, Kadarius Toney. How about that?
Cool. Bobby, you muted yourself.
That's the video, Tom. Let me put out. I have to put out some tweets. I hate live streaming during this stuff, but it is what it is.
That's what I was typing while you were. I was typing some advanced stuff. I'll put that on Instagram right now.
I'm gonna put the film break. So now these people are seeing us work right now. We're just like,
yeah.
Oh man, and you know what? What's funny is he's always been the number one player on the playlist. All right, how's the chat feeling?
Yeah, talk to the chat a little bit.
How's the chat feeling? Like, what do you guys think? I was hoping for Kwity Paye. What do you guys think? You know what? I feel like we kind of got to go. First time they traded down past, I think we're shook. A lot of people are mad, I think.
I mean, why? I mean, I can understand, especially if you were, if you were a person that, really wanted
Joe Tryon on round 2, and it looks like he may be there,
Yeah. There's a lot of they could still. I mean, it would be crazy if they continue to stack up more wide receiver. They wanted playmakers. That's what they've said that they've wanted from the start of this offseason. And the fact that they're going with the wide receiver that they're confident in and isn't just like he's kind of an unconventional kind of guy. So if they're taking, it's in a way like I hate to just compare it to like if the Giants took Jalen Waddle at 11, but if the Giants took Jalen Waddle at 11, what we're saying is now the Giants have to use him in a creative way. And that's exactly what Bobby Skinner was saying. The Giants need to figure out, they can't just use this guy as your typical, we're just going to have this guy running curl routes. You can't do it. And if that's their plan, then that's wrong. But if their plan is to expand this offense a little bit more with Galladay and adding another good skill position player while trading back and getting more picks, I'm for it.
Yeah, man, it's pretty interesting. I do think edge is the needed second round. I am surprised by this. Like this is a surprising pick to me. Like I was not expecting it.
Yeah,
I kind of just was not. I wasn't really thinking of any of the wide receivers.
No, because honestly, if you look at the BPA best player available, and doesn't the BPA argument get thrown out get totally just tossed out the window? The Giants felt like wide receiver was a need, and being more explosive, which is what I have been, which is what we were talking about all throughout the season. This is a move that we want the offense to be more explosive. And that's the one thing that this offense and this football team, not just the offense, defense, whatever. The one thing that this football team needs is just to be a more explosive team, because the offense was just so lethargic. 8-play drive, 5-play drive, 6-play drive, 7-play drive that went for 20 yards, 5-play, 6-play drives that go for 20 yards or 18 yards. They would take some time off the clock, but it's just like there's nothing that would spark them. The only thing that would spark them is whenever Daniel Jones would throw the ball over 20 yards, and then Darius Slayton would maybe come down with the one-on-one catch. Golden Tate would come down with the one-on-one catch, or Daniel Jones would run the ball. That's the only time that they would really like jumpstart a drive. So adding Kenny Galladay obviously is a huge part of it, and then adding Kadarius Toney, who is adding to a very versatile wide receiver room, and now there's a lot of depth there, and I kind of like it, at least as of right now, just like as an initial reaction.
Interesting. All right, we're gonna go because we need to get ready for the podcast, and us sitting here rambling with the chat is not anything. We'll be back tomorrow. We have a podcast out in the morning. We will be live streaming tomorrow through the whole draft, so we won't leave after our pick tomorrow. We appreciate you guys. We'll be back in the morning. We're gonna have a bunch of stuff out. Check out the film breakdown.
Yep. That was the first film breakdown I did. Did you do? No, but he's the top. He's like the top of the playlist. Just perfect. That almost worked out perfectly.
Yeah. So. All right. See you guys.
See ya.